Trust me on that. We're back with the Opie and Anthony Show.
One way to find out.
The ONA virus spreading across America. We got Jim Norton, of course. We got Jet coming in today. We got Joe Rogan coming in today. We got the eggnog drinking contest tomorrow. We got Rich Voss in studio right now.
And Eric is being fired.
Yeah, hopefully. Ooh. Hopefully he'll get his pink slip today. And we can be done with him.
We're doing a little man-to-man size comparing, chit-chat off the air. That's what we do.
Well, I have no doubt that Anthony has the biggest one in studio. And I think Jimmy and I are about equal because I've seen Jimmy so many times that it was easy to kind of compare. And we've seen cute little pictures of Rich Voss's, and you're just so out of the mix, it's not even funny.
Shut up, tall child.
Here's the thing is, it doesn't matter because sometimes I finish so quick, it doesn't matter what size it is. One time I was with a girl, this is no lie, she was so hot, right? I was like 22, 23, and I finally met her. She's walked past my house. I met her one day, and she.
I bet Rich doesn't get through this. By the way,
no,
I'm just gonna wager.
I think they already dumped once. I think
Al. I don't know.
I think Al already.
What's the matter, Al? Too graphic, Al.
I know what word he had a problem with. By the way.
Yeah.
Al.
Finished.
Keep it safe, Al. Keep it safe.
We don't want people listening.
Yeah.
Al.
Make sure you keep it safe, Al.
I don't even know why I'm doing that voice, but I like it.
Al.
I love it, too.
That should just say, you know how the button says dump?
Yeah.
It should say listener dump.
Yeah.
So Al knows every time he hits it, listeners are just dumping out of the show.
So
it's not his fault, by the way.
I know.
like
He's
Al.
just an idiot.
Get arms on him, too, this kid. Looks good.
All right, go ahead, Rich.
So this girl, beautiful. So anyhow, she ended up cheating on her boyfriend and came to my house. Like I was like 22, 23. And we went, beautiful. We went to bed, and it was like maybe one movement, and I was done. And she goes, "Oh, well, this doesn't really count as cheating because."
All right.
You're so awful. You're so fast that she didn't even check it off in that column.
No, it's not cheating.
It wasn't like there was a man present here.
That's it.
Somebody rolled over on me and got out of bed.
It's like if you walk into a store by accident and walk right out. You weren't shopping there. No.
You didn't buy anything. You just walked in, spit on the floor, and left.
Walked out.
I was making out with a girl once in Montreal, just making out with her, and I was so excited. Yeah.
All right. Will you shut up?
Wait, did you?
Are you
He
kidding
obviously
me?
did. Al, don't dump that out. No one knows what we're talking about still.
From just kissing.
From just kissing.
Wow.
Beautiful, and there was a lot of buildup.
Wow.
All right, very nice. Hey, during the break, we were talking about iPods really fast because I went out and bought a S-load of iPods. That's right. If you're a member of my family, you're getting a Nano for Christmas. Enjoy it.
Does Nana get a Nano?
Everybody does.
Nana's
Everyone
Nano.
gets one. And
excuse me.
What if you programmed Nana's Nano and you just put all sounds of like boo and ah and things that would scare her? So she puts it on in between songs because she has a lot of money and she's constantly grabbing her chest and then grabbing the wall.
I like to turn it up a little loud so she can't hear you coming with a pillow at night. Put it over that face.
what did she do to you?
Wake up with those earbuds in and her bent nose.
What did she do to you?
And you pull up the pillow, it's got her face print in it, in a silent scream of confusion.
All she did was love you.
The shroud of burden.
All she did was love you. Why?
I know.
Why would you do that?
I don't
It's great
know.
when it gets so old and you're having sex with them and they think you're washing them.
When the police come, when the police come to take her body out, you're trying to act sad. You're like, we can't believe she died so suddenly. But as you're repainting her room, and like there's a new desk brought in as it's being made into your study.
All she did was love you.
I know. It's unfair.
Yes, all the way May will be getting a Nano this year. So I'm in the old, what is it, an Apple store officially? Is it an iPod store? All I see is iPods. So is it the iPod store?
Where were you?
Walt Whitman Mall.
Oh, okay.
Got to say hi to the gang there. By the way, bought all my stuff. Then they were going to give me the discount when they realized I was in the store. And Anthony, I said, fellas, don't worry about it. Take care of me next time. That's how much I love your product.
Wow.
That's what I did. But
what a guy.
I was discussing the iPod phenomenon with the gang in the store. And they're saying this holiday season, it's completely out of control how many iPods they're selling.
Yep.
And then I told them when we do the walk from, Free FM here in New York City to XM every day on the sidewalk, all we see is iPods. People walking down the sidewalk with the iPod buds. It's unbelievable.
They don't want to talk or deal with other people.
And this continues with how we started the show today. Then you got these executives in these dumb boardrooms, and they can't figure this crap out.
Yep.
You know, they know this iPod phenomenon is happening, so what do? They use the same playbook from 40 years ago to program their radio stations.
I believe you got to give people something that they can't get
Right.
anywhere else.
Right. So somebody
The trick.
Somebody invented the playbook for music radio. Here it is, the playbook. And it worked for many years. And when they invented the playbook, people were walking around with transistor radios. I was going to go with the clunky, like, Walkmans.
Oh, the big headphones with the antennas sticking off?
But I'm talking, this is how long ago they created the playbook for music radio. People were walking around with transistor radios that had to hold up to their ear.
Yeah, you listen to the ball game.
Yeah, they didn't have headphones.
No.
And
They had
radio-
the one little ear thing that went in one ear. That little, like, ivory-colored, yellowish thing that you stuck in one ear and plugged into your transistor radio.
That was years later. They didn't even have that in the beginning. But stupid radio, they've been using the same playbook since then. Even though now it's so much easier to carry around your own music.
Yep. Just pop it on your iPod.
They're just a
Off you go.
bunch of
Dopes.
out of touch dopes.
I do different stations and different. It's not CBS or Clear Channel. It's all of them. It's everyone involved in it, and they do the same thing. It's not just one company. It's a bunch of people who have been in it too long, who just want to retire without a problem. And I'm telling you, it stinks everywhere you go. It's the same crap, the same schlocky nonsense, the little faggoty music bed you got to talk over there. Right back here. We got to play 5 in an hour. We got to play. It's awful. They're just panicking cowards everywhere you go. The people in the business, the DJ, nobody has 1 ounce of balls or desire to do anything creative.
And
they just stink, and they wonder why nobody wants to listen.
And this has been boiling under my skin since the Kramer thing because, they want us to be an edgy talk show here. And this is a massive story, and we can't even say the word. And then we can't even play the other stuff that is happening because of this, like that rap song.
Yep.
It's just amazing. How are you supposed to be edgy and you don't even say the word that's in the biggest news story of the year?
And it's not a violation.
It's beyond stupid, and they got to wake up. Because in the end, we have another job. In the end, we have another gig. So, it's not going to hurt us. It's going to hurt you guys, though. I'm trying to wake you guys up.
There's just too big a gap between talent and upper management. Like, they don't understand each other. There's no real communication there. They have an agenda, and talent has an agenda. And it's so far from each other these days, it's very difficult to do what you want to do.
There you go.
What are they afraid of? An advertiser
Yeah.
is going to run away because you played that?
Yeah.
Again, you saw what happened with the Seinfeld DVD. Any type of controversy, people don't care. People aren't that affected by some stupid boycott. No one
they're
cares.
Not. No one participates in boycotts.
No one.
No one.
Yeah, if you're just tuning in, we just said it, but the Seinfeld Season 7 is outselling Season 6 by 75%.
And this is an
75%.
outraged people calling for a boycott for something that was so highly publicized that if any boycott would have worked, this should have.
Yep.
But no, it doesn't. Boycotts make things sell more. That's how it works.
But watching
And believe me, I'm sorry, Rich, I'm sorry. Yeah. Believe me, we know that, Seinfeld is being bought by a lot of people. It's not being bought by a bunch of...
Oh, Jesus.
Sorry, man.
And the Kramer rap already up to 250,000 views on Break.com. That's where the listeners of this radio show go to.
Mm-hmm.
But how can you...
So the suits have got to start, figuring out what the listeners are doing when they're not listening to your radio stations. They go to YouTube. They go to Break.com. We can list a ton of sites that you've never heard of.
MySpace.com/Jim Norton. They're all over there. It's all the fun
wow.
stuff is up.
There you go. Heart goes out to Kramer, Mel Gibson says.
I bet he does.
I bet you Michael Richards is reading this in Hollywood somewhere going, oh, great.
Well,
Mel, will you shut the F up? I don't need you on this one.
I got one supporter, Mel Gibson. He's coming to my corner. Brother, I'm screwed. That's his only support is Mel Gibson.
Michael Richards may still be reeling from public react. Hold on a minute.
I'm reeling, Jerry. He's reeling.
Him and Tom Metzger.
This is the most publicity he's had since he was on Seinfeld.
Let's say hi
Even more.
Let's say hi to Craig in Woodside. Craig.
Hey, Craig.
Guys, can we move on already? Let's go.
Why don't you move on to another station?
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one, Opie.
Oh,
he's right,
that's
dude.
a good one. Oh, I've tased him.
That is a good one.
Yeah, if you don't like it, don't listen. Bye.
Michael Richards may still be reeling from public reaction to his racist rant at a comedy club, but he should know he's not alone. Mel Gibson feels his pain.
I bet he does.
I felt like sending Michael Richards a note.
A note. I wonder what that would read.
No kidding.
It's like, the Jews are the problem, not the blacks.
Well, they send funny notes back to each other. I think they smell more because of, they're stinkier because of.
Yeah, but who's running the media?
Yeah, but who's committing all the crimes? And they elbow each other's ribs.
Huddler. See you next week.
I felt like sending Michael Richards a note, Gibson says, and blah, blah, blah. I feel really bad for the guy. He was obviously in a state of stress. You don't need to be inebriated to be bent out of shape, but my heart went out to the guy. The 50-year-old actor-director told Entertainment Weekly, Richards will feel the heat for a while, but the scandal will blow over. They'll probably torture him for a while and then let him go, the Braveheart actor said.
Braveheart actor.
And then he ends it by saying, I like him.
Yeah. I like him.
I'm sure Kramer.
It's a good egg.
Oh, come on, man. Mel, just stay out of this
then
one.
He sent Mussolini a note.
Why does it look, the guy, it's like people are so afraid of getting like a boycott against them or something. Why can't people just apologize? They always have to talk about healing and all this crap.
Oh, the healing.
Shut your mouth.
I have to go into therapy for this. I'm just busted up about it. Just apologize like you did and move on. Right.
He said, look,
leave it alone.
What I said was awful. I got crazy. I wanted to hurt the guy because he was heckling me, and I went for the absolute most hurtful thing. I never should have done. If there was a human apology, I bet you Jesse Jackson and them wouldn't even call for a boycott. But his apology stunk so much that black people are watching it going, could you at least give us a reason to move on? Black people couldn't even. It was so awful, they had to call for a boycott. They usually don't call for a boycott after you apologize on Letterman and a black show.
Yeah.
Normally people move on. But he was so Katrina, and you guys run around and your toes look like macadamia nuts. All right, we get it.
He didn't know what he was saying. No. You hear the latest on him, though? That he was accused of being anti-Semitic also. And he said that he's Jewish. And they researched his background, and neither of his parents are Jewish.
He took it on.
Then he said, he never converted or anything either, but he said he was mentored by people that were Jewish, so he considers himself Jewish.
Oh, boy.
Well, that's it. Take on the religion that's most hated on the planet. I'm not a real Jew, but I want people to hate me like
I don't know.
What, you don't think
Muslims are...
kidding me? In show business, very risky to be a Jew. Shut up.
I think Muslims at this day and age kind of...
wrong. The number one hated group, especially in this country, are Jews on any white supremacy list.
Oh, he's right. Boss is right.
Wait. No, as far as white supremacy,
update the list.
There's 10 white supremacists that are organized these days, and they think Jews are at the top of the list.
Jews are more hated than Muslims right now in America.
Yeah, America and the world.
You said America, too.
Yes, America and the world.
I don't buy
Not in America.
There's no way.
Not in America.
I don't know about America. I don't know.
You fell down to number two.
I know, not in America.
Because Muslims did not affect people in the Midwest and the South like it did on the East Coast, okay? It really didn't affect them as much as it did here. I know it isn't.
My only argument with Voss on this one is that in America,
Are you adding in self-hating too?
I knew Voss was going to say something dumb because his hand came out. Whenever his hand comes out, the little stiff thing won't bend.
Oh, I know.
But no, Rich, it's like, look, they attacked America, and the Midwest, they didn't get hit, but that tapped into that hold. They hit Old Glory. Believe me, the Midwest felt it. I think Jews might be number two by Muslims here, but in the world, it's absolutely Jews. The whole Middle East hates Jews.
Yeah.
They're all Muslims.
Yeah, I don't know about the world, but I think I know a little bit about America, and I would have to say the Jews are in second place at this point. It just has to be. Has to be.
You'll do something. I mean,
when they find out we orchestrated the whole 9/11.
Yeah, well, already working on that.
Stephen from Bayshore, Gibson's note said, keep up the good work.
And what do you feel about them suing him? How bad that would be for comedy. If he paid money, if Kramer paid any money, how bad that would be.
It wouldn't matter. Nobody else would pay. Let him pay. Who cares?
Hey, by the way, Jamie Masada, the owner of the Laugh Factory, I forgot to tell you this. He called me yesterday, and I was unavailable because I was getting my teeth scraped.
Oh, brother.
Sweetie.
Want to say hi to the gang at the old dentist office in Huntington. for scraping my teeth yesterday afternoon. But I don't know what he wanted. I guess we should call him and see what's going on. It's a little
Steve
early.
walked in like he had something.
No.
It's a little early in LA,
Urgent
but-
communique.
All right. Anyway, Mel Gibson has that new movie coming out December 8th, the Mayan language adventure. Can't even pronounce it.
Apocalypto.
Thank you, Anthony. Apocalypto.
Apocalypto.
You watch what numbers that movie does.
What's it about? Do we know? Apocalypto?
Mayan.
I think it's,
Things.
something about,
What is he doing?
the extinction of what, the Mayan people?
No one cares. How about another Lethal Weapon, Mel? How about being Martin Riggs and hitting on Danny Glover's daughter in those films? I wanted to see her get it good.
Oh.
Little sexy thing with her straight white girl hair. She was very attractive.
Yeah.
When him and Danny are on, when Danny's in the toilet and Mel's helping him, how hot was that?
And how many, something, I just can't get enough when he says, I'm getting too old for this.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just funny. Or they're both in the car together, and the car leaves the ground, and they look at each other and go, whoa!
Yeah, but you missed the one for the deleted out scenes when Danny Glover said, I'm getting too old for this. And then Martin said, yeah, well, at least you're not partnered up with a...
Oh. Missed that. Was that in the deleted scenes on
Yeah,
the
because they all
DVD?
laughed like Dom DeLuise in the Cannonball Run outtake, so they couldn't use it.
By the way, don't worry, Al. We're taking care of it over here with the beep.
We were self-beeping out.
Al. Hey, we like Al, by the way.
Oh, yeah, sure.
We don't have a problem with Al.
Al's got a look. I mean this,
But we got to beat up somebody for this crap.
Al's got a great body on him. I mean, the guy's been in the gym working out. We all noticed his arms and the way he has like the tummy is small. Who cares?
He's got a job to do.
All right, we got lots to do. Hey, you guys hear about this high school principal with the foot fetish? Not only does he have a foot fetish, he has a Hitler mustache.
The last guy on the face of the earth with a Hitler mustache.
You mean he used to have a wood floor?
He got a note from Mel Gibson too.
Yeah. He's got a Hitler mustache.
Yeah.
He went for the look.
Yeah.
That everyone has shunned since World War II. Hitler ruined that look. That mustache would have come back. Every mustache comes back. The Fu Manchu, the goatee, the even that wacky roly fingers handlebar mustache.
Only creeps wear that.
Yeah, the handlebar mustache.
Every time
is really
you
creepy.
see a guy with that handlebar mustache,
Yeah.
it's you can just tell he's a creep.
Where do you buy mustache wax?
There's some underage
What do you
touching
do?
going on.
Pull it out of your ears.
right next to the kid toys and other things that get them into a van because the same people buying those objects.
Yeah, there's underage touching going on.
Tickle me Elmo mustache wax.
When kids are bad in the school, they make them sit in a fake oven. The principal.
Oh, Rich.
Go home. Just go home. Please. Do us all a favor.
But that was a Jewish joke. That wasn't that bad. It was kind of cruel.
Good.
It was just 5 minutes late. We're talking about something else now, mustache wax, and you're going back to Hitler.
Yeah. Rich, I forgot. Every time you're here, we set up the penalty box. Remember.
Okay.
Remember. We're going to send you to the penalty box.
So he not only has the Hitler mustache, but he's got a foot fetish or what?
Well, I don't know. Let's get into the audio. It's a couple quick clips. By the way, everyone's asking us about Danny DeVito. We don't have enough time to start that right here, but we will talk about that very soon.
Yeah.
Danny DeVito drunk on The View yesterday. It's just terrific. High school principal with foot fetish.
This is the man that Lorraine police say has a foot fetish. Robert Holloway was dressed in a suit and tie, looking much like many other professionals. But police say Holloway has a secret life. They say Holloway's school computer was filled with hundreds of pictures of male feet. Police also say they believe Holloway's foot fetish is what led him to kiss the feet of 3 14-year-old boys at St. Anthony of Padua.
Wait, please. That led police to believe he has photos of men's feet. He kissed 3 boys' feet, and some detective went, "Wait, guys, I see a connection."
Wait, I might be onto something here.
You think that's connected? I don't buy it.
I'm not positive, but
Did he call the gym teacher? I don't want these kids playing kickball.
Yeah, he just wanted them doing like nice soft things. I want them to lay on their mat and have lotion put on their feet for recess.
It's nothing but sit-ups all day long, and he's got to hold their feet down.
Wow, look at this
Sit-ups again?
I'm looking at a picture.
Yeah, there's this
creep.
picture there, Jim.
He's got the big, like, Coke bottle glasses that make his eyes look all creepy.
Yeah. All those feet must look huge to him in those glasses. Oh.
You know why he has the mustache? So when he rubs his nose in between their toes, he comes away with a little something he can sniff on the ride home.
It cleans it. It's like a little whisk brush for toe jam.
Well, the principal is pleading not guilty.
Holloway entered a plea of not guilty to 5 counts, including sexual imposition and illegal use of property. The former Catholic school principal would not say much about those charges.
We entered the plea, and we're going to follow through with the regular court proceedings.
Police say Holloway kissed the boy's feet as part of a bet. They also say he did it in private, giving each boy 50 kisses on their bare feet.
Ew.
Oh, my God.
What was the bet you lost?
All right. What's the problem with the kids? Look, I understand 4 or 5, but you're hanging out for 50.
What's the bet? I bet I can do this and not have to throw my boxers in the washer after. What is the bet?
Yeah, what is the bet?
How many points does your team have to lose by before you're kissing a boy's feet?
50 times.
50.
Do you think it was quick pecks, or do you think he really started like making out with these boys' feet?
How many would you last?
What?
How many kisses to the foot?
None.
How many would you last?
My friggin' big toe would be full of Hitler mustache hair.
See, that's
I'd
where
kick this guy right in the face.
That's where we're a little different.
What?
For a goof, I'd let him do a couple.
Oh, my God. Okay. All right. Now you're just weird.
Dude, I would tap out at 45.
Yeah, maybe not 45, but you gotta see, where this is going. You gotta give him a couple.
If he's anything like the girl in Montreal, I'd only last 2.
All right.
Yeah, was the Reverend Al counting out the kisses? 1
kiss.
2 kisses. There's no reason for 50 kisses. I am outraged.
Actually, I think he would probably get 2 in, because I think they're rapid fire. So even you would last more than 1 kiss in, I'm telling you.
Dude, I wouldn't be standing there barefoot in front of this creep.
Well, what if...
as I am 14 years old.
What if you just happen to be in some weird situation, you happen to have no shoes on? What if you're wearing sandals?
I never wear sandals.
And he jumps down on all 4s and you're like, whoa, hey, what's this about?
No, it never happened. Back there at John H. Glenn with good old Coach Cirillo.
Yeah.
Never would have happened. He was all man. All man. He'd rap you in the head if you forgot your goddamn sneakers.
It's got to be a scenario where you have no shoes on and all of a sudden, this creep is kissing your feet. I'm not saying
How did it get that far?
I'm not saying you're letting him do it.
What, you're just standing around the locker room and all of a sudden you look down and the coach is kissing your bare feet? I don't think that can happen. I think you'd see him creeping up on you.
There's a great ending to the story, by the way.
He dies?
They were long kisses. Like, the way he did it was like, he's like, all right, let's play. He kept it good-natured. And when he grabbed that foot, he held it with both hands and he kissed like...
What do you think? One hand around the back of the ankle.
One hand, left hand,
the
cupping
other
the ankle.
in the arch.
No, the other on top of the foot. Oh, is that what you're saying? Like one under the ankle, one on top of the foot, cradling it like one would cradle an object of rare beauty.
With the toes sort of hanging over by where his pinky and the edge of his hand are.
No, it would
on
be,
the arch.
It would be like holding an Oscar.
Oh, yes. Is that it? Like how they hold an Oscar when they're accepting it?
They don't want that Oscar to be, let go of.
And the first 2 were probably, or the first couple of kisses were probably like, all right, I got this bet, so just...
And he looked up and probably, all right.
Yeah, all right, here's 1. And then by the time he's done, it's just like From Here to Eternity, the beach scene. He's rolling around with the foot.
What are you doing?
This little piggy went to the market. Oh, boy, Uncle Paul. Hey,
sure that's how he sounds, too, creep.
This story has a great ending. Listen to this.
Holloway resigned as principal of St. Anthony's, and the 3 students involved are now in high school. Now, Holloway and his attorney must decide what the next step will be in his defense. Well, Holloway will be back in court on December 11th for a pretrial. The former principal now works for the city of Cleveland at a cemetery.
Oh, okay. He works in a Cleveland cemetery.
Oh, my God.
Oh.
He's got a lot of feet to kiss.
Kissing the feet of those dead Midwestern idiots. Bunch of stupid Browns fans laying face down.
Spitting little toe bones out.
You know he's kissing the feet of the cadavers.
Curly yellow toenails because they kept growing after he's dead. Big long knuckle hair because it kept growing.
Even death can't stop you from growing.
All right.
That guy is a creep.
What a good boy.
What a ghoul. Goes to a cemetery.
Danny DeVito, drunk audio, next on the Opie and Anthony Show. Who didn't see that coming? Good morning. Welcome to the Opie and Anthony Show. If you're just joining us, a very busy morning. We got Rich Voss in studio. Joe Rogan's about to join us from, of course, Fear Factor and Ultimate Fighting. Does a great job with the Ultimate Fighting thing. And just a great friend of the show. Yeah, you can bring Joe in.
Sure. Where's Joe going to sit?
Our phone number.
Jimmy's lap.
He's got to sit over there.
Yeah, wherever he wants.
We also have the band Jet coming in to perform in about an hour. Our phone number, 1-866-313-FREE. That's 1-866-313-FREE. A little distracted now. Hey, Joe, what's up, buddy?
There he is.
Oh, I know you. Oh. Are you the one that did the video of the illegal aliens?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Is he going to ignore me? I'm talking to you, sir. I'm talking to you, sir.
He's doing the room.
You did the Klansman video, right? Yeah. Yeah, it was the greatest. The Klan video in all the black neighborhoods where he had the Klan outfit on. Yeah, pumping gas in a black neighborhood wearing a Klan outfit.
Yeah, Joe, what's your friend's name again? Ari, right? Ari. Yeah. Ari?
Oh, God. You
remember that?
Hysterical.
You never saw that?
You ever see the one when he picked up the immigrants?
Yeah.
He picks them all up.
That's the one I was asking to his face. We're talking about the amazing racist, Joe's friend Ari.
Yeah.
I saw the where you pick up the illegal immigrants to work, the day workers.
Yeah, saw that one. Great, man.
These videos are all over the internet.
Those videos kept him from coming on the Maxim tour. The Maxim and Bud Light wouldn't let him come on the tour with them.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They said it was just too offensive.
Really?
Yep.
Congrats.
Did Bud Light mention what their product causes people to do behind the wheel of a car?
Nothing.
Wonderful.
Hey.
It's a wonderful, wonderful. We love it.
Hey.
I love Bud Light.
Tom's going to bring you to the corner next,
It makes
Jimmy.
you drive better.
Tom Chiasano's going to have a little conversation with you in the corner next break.
Sponsor, sorry. Miller Lite's bad.
There you
Bud
go.
Light, you have great judgment. Miller
They're
Lite.
all wonderful.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
What is our
Near
goal?
beer.
What is our goal? To have every member of the show have a conversation in the corner with Tom Chiasano?
You know what?
Jimmy?
You know what? You want to bash something? Meisterbrow.
There you go. It's all.
That's right.
It's
Pep and Reffer.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, you got to explain.
Milwaukee's best.
Hold on. You got to explain the video because we're just talking about this video, but there's a lot of people listening that have never seen this video. So explain what you did with the illegal, immigrants.
It is me. Are we on?
Yeah.
We're in FM now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, it's me messing with ethnic people. So
Day workers. Yeah, we see them on every corner in America at this point. You know, they just hang out waiting to get work for the day.
Yeah.
And you come by with a pickup truck and you pick up a bunch of them.
I get in, I drive over some speed bumps, and
You go
just have
flying.
some fun for a little while, and then one of the guys are fixing my deck. And then I drove to INS building and just started blowing a whistle, yelling, "Let me grow, let me grow."
Immigration Naturalization Services. So they thought
scattered like cockroaches.
Migre.
Oh, they freak out. The
They
video.
ran out. That was on the news, and the reporters, the same reporters who report, murders and child abduction and just horrific crimes, were actually looking like, this isn't funny. What you're about to see is horrid. But, they'll show a dead body or this, that. But that was over the line for them.
Dude, you made the news.
Oh, yeah. It was so funny. Because then they showed the clip. Of course they did.
I love when people have to say, this isn't funny, what you're about to watch.
Yeah, this isn't funny. What you're about to watch when we play it 20 times here on the news.
If I'm laughing, it's funny. Who do you say what's funny?
Yeah, exactly.
It's like when Kramer was on Letterman, Jerry Seinfeld told the audience, stop laughing.
Yeah, stop laughing.
What are you talking about? I'm laughing. It is funny.
And did you hear how
Don't tell me what's funny.
I've watched that clip too many times. And the way Jerry goes, no, stop laughing. It's like he even knows, all right, I know you got to laugh at this, but just could you please for a second not?
And it's the first time anybody has laughed at Michael Richards since he walked off the set of that show. Right. No one cares about it on stage. Take your conceptual dreck and shoot.
And don't be mistaken, Jerry Seinfeld's laughing really hard in his own head.
Oh, now he's laughing, too, now that Season 7 is selling 75% more than Season 6 sold.
Really? Because
75% because of the boycott.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. Why don't people understand that? If people are outraged and boycott, and this has been on the news, and then the DVD comes out, you couldn't ask for that. If it wasn't what it was, you'd almost think they planned that. Yeah. It was perfectly executed. The timing was perfect. There he is on Letterman with Seinfeld apologizing as Seinfeld is plugging his brand new DVDs. It's brilliant.
Our friend Brent was over at the Laugh Factory when it was happening. He came running back over to the Comedy Store. It's right down the street. And he was like, whoa, it got crazy over there. And we were like, Michael, I mean, he had been on at the Comedy Store just like an hour before, and he killed. It was going crazy.
One of those weird sets.
Yeah, screaming. And did you see it? Did you see a set?
No, Jeff told me.
Wait, so before the Laugh Factory is at the Comedy Store?
Yeah, he went to the Comedy Store
only a couple miles apart.
Before. Yeah, not even a mile maybe.
Yeah.
And is he a yelling guy? Is that his act?
Well,
I can't tell.
We think he might have been on some sort of a substance.
Yeah.
That causes you to be aggressive and confident.
Right. Was he yelling the N-word?
Aggressive and confident, okay.
Was he yelling the N-word at...
No.
At the Comedy Store?
But he was being really loud and animated, and he had some hot little bimbo with him, and then he ran out down the street and tried it over there. And it didn't work.
Oops.
He had a chick with him? You know what? That explains something, because if his girl saw him bombing, we've all bombed in front of a broad before, it's humiliating, and saw him being emasculated by that table, that might explain why he went so crazy, because he had a broad with him. That makes a lot of sense to me.
Maybe she told him a little secret about her past on the way from point A to point B. I want to tell you guys how I lost my virginity.
State football team.
Never go on stage, Jamie said if you say the N-word, you get fined there.
Buddy, I find you. I take the money away from your body. So buddy, you can't do this at my place.
There goes your Sunday show right out the window. The Urban Show. What are they going to do?
Is that what he's saying? He's finding people now?
Yeah,
that's hilarious.
He's banned the word from the Laugh Factory.
Somebody needs to duct tape Jamie and tell him to stop.
He called me yesterday. I don't know what he wanted. So
buddy, I got to talk to you.
Yeah, we're trying to get him on the
crazy.
I find people, when they use that word, I say, that's fine. I don't really have a problem with it.
I actually sided with him. Because I don't work the club, only because I think he's afraid of getting his club burned down. Because out there, I don't think it's a reaction like a PC reaction. I think it's like, well, if I don't do this,
self-preservation.
Somebody is going to take a shot at somebody.
I got hate email over it. Somebody thought it was me.
How'd you do?
Some bark dude thought it was me.
I thought it was you.
Why?
Rogan.
You are the furthest person apart. You are on opposite ends of the spectrum.
But I'm white.
Oh, okay.
So you can't.
Every white comic got like hate mail.
Right.
Hey, I saw what you did.
He sent me
the Laugh Factory
crazy hate mail saying you're the N-word and this and that, and then I sent him. I go, is that a good thing? With a question mark, and then he sent me back. And are you that guy that did that? I go, no.
The whole
and he goes, sorry,
jackass. and then you wrote back and called him an N.
No.
Anyway,
I said, you have a good day, sir.
The whole good thing about this whole incident, it might put Lisa Lampanelli out of work. That's what I'm saying.
How nice would that be if she's just 5 minutes and they take her off stage? All right, no more ching spook. Nothing else that, no other groundbreaking.
Why, does she use that word?
Oh, I don't know. She's fresh, though, Joe. I don't get tangled up with her. I don't need that kind of controversy.
When one doesn't have something in her mouth, she uses it.
I'll say one thing for Lisa, though. She does take her act home with her. I mean, she doesn't just walk out of the club and all of a sudden start talking to her peers. It's right in the car with one of them. Blah, 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 blah. You hear what I said? Blah, 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 blah.
Joe Rogan playing Caroline's here in New York City all weekend long. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Joe.
See.
All right, very good. We got Danny DeVito audio we got to get to. You hear what Danny did last night?
Yeah, we were watching it. It wasn't that bad.
It wasn't that bad, like... he was obviously drunk.
Yeah.
But he wasn't, talking about, hey, let me tell you about a gay experience I had last night. He wasn't completely out of his mind. He was drunk. It was a little early in the morning to be drunk, but apparently he pulled an all-nighter with, who was he hanging out with?
George Clooney.
George Clooney.
The sexiest man of the year.
Wow. And he's hanging out with him. He goes on The View. He's still tipsy. And he was babbling about his movie and George Bush.
Wasn't that bad.
And Barbara Walters is sitting there just looking at him all nervous, and they're bleeping out words that he's saying that I read that was just ridiculous. It's
numb.
Yeah, I think they might dump it here.
No.
It's a word that means stupid. It has no sexual meaning whatsoever when you say, hey, numbnuts. Now let's wait and see what happens. Let's see what cooks, what simmers.
Ow. Hey, Al, did you dump out of that one, Al?
Did you decide to dump out on that, Al?
Okay, Al.
Did you hear the fact that when you said it, I went, no, like I'm somebody's grandfather.
Yeah,
What's wrong with me?
Shake your fist at children on the lawn and shut
There's
up.
a lot of expressions like that, like blew his wad. That's a gambling term.
Right.
That's about a wad of
It's a wad of cash.
There's nothing to do.
Just keep it there. Okay. All right.
Yeah, it's a wad of cash.
Joe knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
That's it. Oh, we got a thumbs up on that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unlike other people in the studio.
That have no clue.
That have to over-explain things.
Rich the Dump Voss.
Rich.
We could sit there and just artistically maneuver our way around a subject so the listener gets a picture in their head about exactly what we're talking about.
We're like black ninjas. We're moving and...
Yeah, moving, just making sure. Now the people know what we're talking about. Everything's fine. And he'll just go, oh, her pussy? and you're like, Rich, I just spent like 15 minutes painting this picture, and he drops like the P-bomb.
I know what you're talking about.
I got the best Voss story ever in regards to words you're not supposed to use. We were at Dangerfields once, and this was like 12 years ago or something like that? And we were downstairs, and he tells this joke, and I go, dude, tell that joke on stage, please. He goes, oh, I can't tell on stage. So he goes up on stage. The joke is, he goes, before she dated Mike Tyson, Robin Givens dated, what is it, Eddie Murphy? Go ahead, tell the joke.
She dated Eddie Murphy, Michael Jordan. Is it me or is she an lover?
And the audience just stares at him. They just stare at him. All you hear is me over by the bar laughing my ass off. Oh. I'll never forget that.
Right. That is
funny. He was killing. He was killing up until that moment. They just decided to throw it in there.
I don't know what Al dumped out, but basically, yeah.
I think he's fine with that.
Yeah. We'll skate all around, and then Voss will bring it over the top and explain what we were...
Voss will just blatantly throw the word out that we were trying to finesse around.
Right, so everyone would stay on the same page.
Never
so
failed.
Ridiculous. Grown adults, and you have to skirt around words. How ridiculous does it seem to you guys after doing the XM show for a long time?
Yeah, it's one of those
an
things
adjustment.
where it's like...
Hence the conversation I just had in the corner with Tom Chiasano.
I thought he was going to
ask... I was just taken to a corner there, Joe.
I thought he was going to ask to kiss your feet 50 times.
You could have taught me a couple moves to get me out of that one. By the way, they dumped out of that word, Ant. Yes.
I know they dumped out of that.
I know. And it's too bad because you got a huge laugh. That's why I want to re-explain it that, we skate and maneuver and then Voss will take it over the top.
Blurt out the word.
And wreck everything.
It was a part of the female anatomy. I just blurted out that isn't a friendly word.
Kitty cat.
Right. Or a kitty cat.
You can say it that way, right?
Exactly.
You can say,
Joe.
Can't you say like someone's being one?
Yeah, you can
say
that.
Yeah. You can say that.
Yeah, but now,
really?
because of what we just did before,
you can't say
now
it.
we can't.
Now we can't.
Until later when we change subjects, perhaps.
This is very complicated, Joe.
It is so complicated.
I'd rather go eat some worms or something.
It's so hilarious.
Yeah.
You still have to do this. 2006, and that hasn't changed.
It's
amazing.
Yeah.
That was the point I was making. But
horse femur marrow or something.
But I made my point too well, and hence the conversation I had to have in a corner.
Was it a scolding?
Nice.
It didn't seem like a scolding.
It was a little bit. I didn't see him wagging his finger at you. There's a little scolding.
It would have been so funny. I'd said to Ant, like, if he took you over in the corner and just tried to make out with you. Totally disconnected from
you want to keep your job, right? You want to keep your job? Come here.
He's leaning in the whisper and
put your tongue out a little bit. I'm just going to touch
a nuzzle.
What are you doing?
Grabs you around the waist and the back of your head.
Yeah. We started the show by showing some passion for what we do. Why do they always pick me out, man? You were agreeing with what I was saying.
I'm likable.
That's the truth, Joe. Because Ant's right with me. He's right with me, but Tom said, I want to talk to you, not I want to talk to you guys.
What was the subject?
You know, just,
let's just say it was the differences between two mediums. That's all.
Okay.
I think that pretty much spells it out.
and something about making his job tougher. I don't know.
Yeah.
And we'll continue at 11 o'clock today.
And I had just got done conveying my fantastic experiences I had with Mac
So he
the night
loves
before.
you.
So
Everyone
of course,
loves Anthony. Ugh.
I'm lovable.
You
Certainly are.
Except my neighbors.
All right, Joe Rogan at Caroline's all weekend long. We got your videos up on our website, so
Really?
people can check it out. Ari, right?
Ari.
What's your last name again?
Shafir.
Yeah, right on. His amazing racist videos are up on opieandanthony.com. He's a Jew.
Like I had to say it.
We also have Jed performing today. When we get back, because we just don't have time to start it, the drunk Danny DeVito from The View.
Yeah.
Right after the break. It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
Governors, Friday, Saturday. Governor.
Memories. Which
I've
governor?
been to
That place in forever.
There's only one now, I think.
Are they okay? The number's
Yeah.
516-731-3358. They could close it. This is in Levittown.
The one that was in the Montauk Lighthouse. I guess they closed that one down. Jesus Christ. Could you put one out further out east?
Is that what the deal was?
Jesus.
You had to take a
You could
boat
see
to
the
get
lights
there.
of England when you left the club. Enough. You could drive out to Medford, Long Island.
And we got Joe Rogan in studio with his friend Ari, who's the amazing racist.
What's going on, guys?
His videos are pretty impressive. They're up on opieandanthony.com.
He's a very
Check it
funny
out.
comedian, too. He's
you doing
opening
the
for
game
me
with
in
Joe?
Carolina.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's got a good sense of humor. Jesus. That whole thing, Jimmy was telling me, you did one where you were pumping gas in a Klan uniform
Yeah, the clown outfit on because I had to.
in a black neighborhood.
Yeah. The idea was that I ran out of money.
Didn't
Yeah.
someone attack you that time?
Of course, somebody
Told
attacked
people.
him.
What happened?
Homeless guy threw a bottle at us and broke the windshield because I asked him where the chicken places were.
Ass.
He's like an 80-year-old homeless guy. Hey, boy.
Oh, my
It was just wrong.
Hey, boy.
Yeah, where the chicken places? And he goes, oh, KKK? And he looked like he remembered. That was the problem.
Yeah,
And he, I
something
think one
had-
of his bottles.
It's a little too real for the guy.
Wow.
What'd you do at a mosque? Didn't you do something at a mosque?
Yeah, I went in there and tried to sell him stuff. Had my yarmulke on and tried to sell him like goods and services. I tried to sell them like Bic razors for their wives' beards and shaving cream, stuff like that.
Didn't you ask a chick something? Would you ask her if she had a bomb under her skirt or something like that?
Yeah. I tried lifting it up. I was like, what are you hiding under here? I think that's one of my favorite lines, actually. Like, nah, do what you want. I don't care.
And with a yarmulke, you can't look any more Jewish.
No, I'm the Jewiest guy I know. Looking-wise.
You're like to the second power.
Yeah.
The ones with the curls go, he's a Jew.
All right, let's get to
I know you, you murderer.
let's get to the Danny DeVito stuff. So we're saying it's not that big of a deal. All the morning shows here in New York, Good Morning America, Today's Show.
Well, they're all picking up on it just for the
Picking
fact
up.
that he was drunk on The View, and for some reason, that's an outrageous thing for Danny DeVito to do. Rosie was handling it well, Rosie was having fun with it.
Yeah.
Barbara was sitting there like an old frump, just worrying and cutting him off and, just worrying about her show. That's the kind of stuff that gets, it's all over into the shows. That's what you want.
How do you think Barbara got to the top, by the way? Because she's just awful.
I don't get it.
She was a serious.
Remember that girl that got fired from that show? Was her name Melissa?
The blonde?
Yeah, the cute one.
Yeah.
She came on Fear Factor once. She was working for TV Guide, and she was telling
Right.
horrible stories about working on that show.
Really?
It's horrible. She said Barbara Walters was an awful person, gave her a curfew and yelled at her. And you were out late. It makes us look bad. And she had a curfew. She had to come home at a certain time.
Oh,
She said Star Jones smelled like garbage, too. Like garbage. She said like dirty garbage.
At that point, she was probably rummaging through dumpsters, eating anything she could.
I did The View 3 times.
You did?
Did you really?
Yeah, 3 times.
What'd you do on The View?
2 times I did Joy's Comedy Corner. And, they interview comics. You do your acting.
Right.
And then one time I went on as a celebrity judge because they couldn't get anybody and got to the V's. You know? They wanted me to like trash. They wanted me to be like a Simon Cowell or something.
Oh, God.
And I was being nice, and they got mad because, you can't trash a little kid.
Right.
Yes, you can.
Sure you can.
Huh?
Of course you can.
It was a jerk.
Yeah.
Isn't it funny how one person has a successful thing? Like, he picks on people, so then everybody wants to do that thing.
Has to do it.
It's
do the
called
Simon
Hollywood.
thing. Yeah.
Every one of the American Idol type shows has to have the guy with the English accent that berates people.
Yeah.
Smarmy.
Crazy.
Come on, all right, it works with him. It kind of comes off as, that's the type of guy he is.
Yeah.
Looks so phony on all the other shows.
Whenever there's a copycat, it's never quite as good.
Yeah,
as
never
the original
good.
thing they're trying to.
And have you noticed?
Xerox of a Xerox.
Have you noticed that Rosie is taking over The View?
Yeah.
I know this is the hen moment on the Opie and Anthony show. Like a bunch of fat wash women. We talk about Rosie and Barbara, but stupid Barbara is just an irrelevant old bag, and it's nice to see big dykey Rosie knocking her teeth in. It's nice to see it.
Yeah, I kinda like it.
comic. And Joy's a comic. They're the only interesting ones on.
It's going to be her TV show eventually.
Good, it
They'll
should be.
rename it and everything. All right, Danny DeVito on The View yesterday.
Danny has been out partying all night with, tell them, I'm so jealous.
George.
Clooney.
Judge. Honey.
How gross is that? Say Clooney, stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Say the full name.
Well,
what are you
he's
doing?
bombed.
Yeah.
He's
George.
bombed.
Dude, that's a gross thing, though, that celebrities
George.
do.
Yeah.
They only say the first name.
Or John
Black guys
Carson.
love doing it. I was hanging out with Eddie.
Yeah.
Would it be Murphy?
You know, it was the worst was, and I remember this from watching Carson, The Tonight Show, when someone would say, it was me and let me tell you a story about me and Chuck Heston. Chuck Heston.
The nickname.
Could you stop with the Chuck Heston?
We get it. You know him a little better than we do.
Oh,
We get it.
yeah, a little better.
Gross.
Right.
You're talking to millions of people. Say the whole name.
Well, Danny, obviously you could hear it in his voice. As my dad would say, he was 3 sheets to the wind.
Oh, well.
That's what Dad would say.
He was hanging out with Clooney. You know he was just slamming him back going, oh, God, I'm a disaster compared to this guy.
Again, I'm the other guy.
When did Clooney
I'm a
start
genetic
partying with
freak. Get me
Danny
another
DeVito?
shot.
Danny DeVito. I just picture the shots, they're doing the shot scene from Dusk Till Dawn.
Right.
With DeVito sitting there, tipping the tequila upside down.
I bet Danny DeVito would be really fun to hang out with.
We tried getting him in here, but he didn't. We had him on the phone once. He was great. We wanted him in here so badly because
We'll let him drink.
He was even drunk. He's charismatic on that show. He's not a jerk at all.
All right, let's listen to the rest of this clip here.
No, I knew it was the last 7 limoncellos that was going to get me.
Yes, exactly. Have you been to sleep yet? Not really.
Don't
do it now.
I'm not going to do it. I'm going to wait a while.
Wait a couple of minutes.
everybody's having fun and laughing. And that rotten old sucked-in face bag of meat is probably just sitting there wishing she was on 2020 again.
She was sitting there looking at him like, how dare you come to my show in this condition? How dare you?
Just, you know, it's supposed to be kind of an edgy show for housewives, sure.
Edgy.
It's a lot different than 2020 or any of those other crappy shows, right? But
edgy.
she doesn't
Wouldn't use edgy, though.
It's edgy for housewives.
Edgy as a tapered tampon. Not much of an edge.
Think that's going to get beeped?
Ow.
No?
Ow.
What'd you think of that one, Ow?
Was that okay? Was that FCC friendly? Ow.
Something about tapered, just
yeah.
That's way harsher than some of the other words.
Yeah, it's just tapered.
All right, here's more drunk Denny DeVito.
We've all seen him in that little waste paper basket next to the toilet.
They're not tapered when they're done, are they? Fat red beach balls.
Ew, it's blood. He's talking about,
there you go.
Oh, beep it.
Yeah, well, he did now, Joe. Thanks. You just did a boss on us.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't
It's
say
impossible to...
a body fluid, but I could say I have a bloody nose.
Yeah, of course.
But now that you said that, that's dumb, too. Because
A bloody nose?
Yeah, stop!
No, you can say...
No,
you
come
can say
on.
that.
I know how he works, though.
Yeah, but you can say
Now
that.
saying that brings us back to what
No, but
we're trying
that's
to get
so...
away with.
That's so innocent.
This is making my
That's
blood boil.
fine.
You know what? So was the other thing because there was no placement mentioned, nothing mentioned.
Yeah.
I think it all went
everything's
through.
fine. It's good.
All right, let's
I think we're good here.
Yeah.
let's get back to drunk Danny DeVito on The View.
I want to ask about your house.
my White House.
Wedding anniversary.
I do, but let me get the White House was the White House was like great. You get the Lincoln bedroom.
Yeah.
It's the Lincoln. Yes.
You slept there?
Slept
with
in
Rhea?
the Lincoln bedroom with Rhea.
No way.
Yes, we got there. We went in and we made it our business.
Good.
This is gross.
To really wreck the joint.
Yeah.
I mean, every place in that bedroom was
Utilized.
utilized.
There you go, Danny. Utilized. That's the word.
What?
No,
that's a lie.
That's a hell of a
He's
visual.
not banging her anymore. That's a
No
lie.
way. No way.
I bet they did it once.
You think so?
Yeah.
In the Lincoln bedroom?
Yeah.
You would.
But not
You would
every
have
place
to.
in there.
Really?
Yeah,
No
I think
way
you'd
he
have
gets
to.
it.
Just to say you did.
Yeah.
But well, I don't know.
Who
I
knew
would
that
think
Rhea,
it'd be filmed.
Who knew that Rhea was a 3-candle girl?
But now, how come people aren't going to jump on him, or are they, about disrespecting the White House?
Well, his wife.
Like that? Yeah, well, that's true.
That's
okay.
for God.
Well, a lot
Yeah,
of
but the
people are
Lincoln
having sex for
bedroom.
A lot of people are mad at Lincoln for that decision.
Are they?
All right,
I figure he might as well do it in Lincoln's bedroom. That's what Lincoln did to the country.
Oh, my goodness. And Ari's the amazing racer.
yeah, there you go. So far, not that bad, though, right?
No, you could hear him slurring. You
Yeah.
definitely hear him slurring, but
He's just having a good time.
yeah.
It's more interesting than the usual dumb celebrity interview.
I think their idea of drunk is
A lot different than ours.
He looked like he was 2 hours sober too. Like he hadn't had anything for a couple hours, and he was coming up.
No, now Steve-O on what was it, Corolla?
Yeah.
Corolla's show.
Oh, yeah.
Now that was drunk and drugged out or whatever it was.
What'd he
That
say?
was.
I might have the clip. I'll strangle you.
I'm gonna like he's threatening his life in one breath and then saying how much he loves him in another, and he meant it. Like that's how gone he was.
Yeah.
Could you see like that type of drunk on The View?
How great would it have been to get the Mel Gibson tape? How awesome would that have been?
Him getting arrested with all the
It's
slurs.
somewhere.
Screaming at the Jews.
It's somewhere.
That must have been so good.
It's somewhere. Someone's got it. It's got to get on YouTube.
He will pay. He will pay $1 million or more to get that destroyed.
Hey.
More than $1 million, man.
Even
More.
even Lucas couldn't get rid of the Christmas special, the Star Wars Christmas special.
yeah.
Yeah.
He
That's
tried.
still out.
Hey,
Still out there.
here's the Steve-O clip, Ant.
I'm about to strangle you out of your own consciousness.
Wow.
That's drunk.
Now that's hammered.
Danny DeVito just had,
Couple of drinks.
couple drinks. This is
The night before.
about to strangle you out of your own consciousness.
That sounds like Tippy Tom.
Steve-O is the real deal, man.
Absolutely.
Doesn't he have all of Angelina Jolie's tattoos? Like when she gets one, he gets the same tattoo.
Does he really?
Yes.
Steve-O's a funny guy. He's a weird guy.
Oh, he is.
That was the funniest thing I've ever heard. He got Billy Bob tattooed on his arm, the whole deal. The Thai Buddha stuff on his back.
One of the best was when they were off-roading and he was getting the tattoo of a happy face on his arm, and it just came out like a blob because they were going over whoop-de-doos and bumps in a four-wheel drive vehicle as he was getting the tattoo.
Yeah, with Henry Rollins driving.
Yeah, Henry Rollins was driving. It was just a wreck on his arm.
All right, more Danny DeVito audio. So far, who cares?
He is. His two daughters see that he cannot see. His house is the only one on the block.
Okay, this.
Here he is describing his new movie. Because now Barbara, here's what happened. He really started bashing Bush and talking about having sex in the White House. And I think Barbara saw that was going to be controversial. Like people are going to go, hey, this guy's disrespecting the White House or whatever. Barbara immediately changed gears and goes, why don't we talk about your movie? Like chops him off, talk about your movie. So he starts talking about the movie and just... I think he started at the credits and wanted to end at the end credits and talk about the entire movie. He didn't shut up. Just babbling, like me right now.
But you were so into it, too. And
I
then
set
Babs
up-
says...
There was a point in there somewhere.
Yeah, try to find it.
His two daughters see that he cannot see. His house is the only one on the block. You can't see from space.
Yeah.
You know how you can look at the thing?
Google Earth.
Yeah,
That's
you
right.
look at it.
Yeah.
And he sees the neighbor's house. Matthew Broderick.
Yeah.
And it's all like really nice and white and this and that. My house looks like it's like, you know, ugly.
Yeah.
So I get an idea to put, and it's Christmas time, you know, holiday season. I get the idea to put the lights on, and I put every available light from the town, from the next town, from the next town. I find horses. I put them in front of the house.
The whole movie.
I think it's all everybody wants to see it.
Yeah.
He's giving away the big secret.
Yeah.
You mean the crazy Christmas movie where the neighbors fight and the lights go on? Ooh, sounds good.
Don't tell the whole movie. You're giving away the secret.
I bet at the end they get together and everything's fine.
It's true. I bet it works out well.
Yeah. They realize the spirit of Christmas is what it's all about, and
Either that or maybe Santa's arrested in a crib doing something he shouldn't be doing.
When was the last time a movie threw you a real curveball?
6 Sense.
No, I think it was that boxing movie with the chick.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, who knew it was a comedy?
you know what? That threw me a curve. The Departed kind of. That was kind of a curveball. Yeah. I'm not going to blow it, but the end was kind of a curveball. Yeah.
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 Where they all stand around the cracker and Nicholson wins?
Yeah. Cracker.
I would have
You're old school.
What, Rich Voss?
That golf movie, the greatest game ever played. I never really thought the amateur would win.
Why?
Wow.
Why?
If you saw the movie, you would understand. If you saw the movie, you'd
You're the only person that saw that movie, and I love golf too.
Well, I'm just saying.
It's gotten to a point where I can't go see like an action movie or something like Batman, like when like they're headed towards the cliff and you know he's going to catch himself before he falls off the cliff. It's just insulting, you know.
At this point, right? Yeah.
It's like, come on.
Yeah, everything's been pretty much done in action movies.
There's no suspense at all. I know he's going to be fine. I'm not even worried a little.
I had an argument with Aunt Bonnie. We went and saw James Bond. I go, it's not enough action in this movie. And she said it was. It was an action movie, but it wasn't real good action to me. Did you see it? Did you?
I have not seen the Bond movie.
You guys argued over James Bond? It's over, dude.
It's done. That's all they're doing now is nagging and ragging
You're like
each other.
Pam Anderson and Kid Rock.
Yeah.
You just find stuff to be hateful for.
About little things.
It's Pam Anderson and dumb as a rock.
That's what you guys talk about now?
What else? Walk out
this popcorn's too salty. No, it isn't. Shut up, bitch.
I liked his clothes. Well, I didn't think they were good at all.
I know, the big fight happens when I go, no, Sarah's funny. That's
like Sarah Silverman? Oh, boy.
She doesn't like her, really?
No, it's just, you know,
good for her.
Female comic.
She doesn't think Sarah's funny?
She thinks that she's the only funny comic, like every female comic.
Well, very good.
She thinks she's the only funny one.
Well, there's only like two.
That are funny, right?
That's a grind, man.
Yeah.
So was the Bond movie good?
It was all right. To me, it wasn't a lot of action like in Bond movies.
Would they have all that stupid dialogue and stuff?
At least the dude looks like a killer. That guy looks like Pierce Brosnan. Who's that guy killing?
He looks like he should be doing some UFC, right?
Yeah, that guy looks like
Roger
he's got
Moore
scars in his face. Yeah, either
it's
one of those.
The worst.
Sean Connery's always the best.
Connery was great, and then this guy, just seems to make a pretty good Bond.
He looks right.
And I like the idea that they, updated it, and threw away all the old ones, and kind of just put him like this is him becoming James Bond.
That's a cool idea.
That's kind of a good idea
instead
of just throwing another.
That's a new thing in Hollywood, too. They did that with the Batman movie.
Yeah, Batman begins that one.
Superman, they kind of did it.
How many times can they rehash the same crap? It's just amazing how few ideas there are out there.
Bring back Tank Girl.
Tank Girl, you like that one, huh?
Yeah.
Lori Petty.
I'll tell you one thing I can't get enough of, although they use the same stuff over and over, but they kind of do a good job of it in some movies, those goddamn zombies. I love zombie movies.
Zombie movies are fun. I had
that one with
the other night.
It was the remake. What the Ving Rhames was in it and stuff. The was that Day of the Dead, Dawn of the Dead, Dawn of the Dead. The other one, that was a pretty good movie.
Best one was 28 Days Later.
Yeah, there's another real good.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
Yep.
And you had no idea what was happening too.
Yeah.
And they made that movie for like $50.
And when they can run. You've added a whole new dimension to zombies.
Yeah.
I don't care. A zombie, I don't care. If you could outrun them, I'm fine.
Right.
I'm fine. You could sit there and taunt them, have fun with them.
Like Shaun of the Dead.
Shaun of the Dead,
Yeah.
They're like,
arguments as they were coming, like, hold on.
28 Days Later, they're sprinting. They're
running at you,
Yeah, with blood splattering out of their mouth.
Nothing scarier than running zombie.
There you go. There's something different.
It was a good. Did you see it? 28 Days
No,
Later?
no.
It's good.
Okay,
Well, it's
really
a
good.
disease.
I'm going to write it down. I'm going to check it out now.
These animal rights activists break into this chimpanzee research center, and they've got some crazy disease they're testing.
Yeah.
Some on
rage.
chimps.
Yeah.
And it gets out, and just this guy gets hit by a car, and he wakes up 28 days later from a coma. He doesn't even know the whole world is gone, and it's all just everyone's infected with this disease.
Nice.
Awesome.
Yeah, really good movie.
I'm not
scary movie.
I'm actually doing a movie where it's me and a girl, and we're assassins, and we have to go save the president and get the computer discs.
Those female assassins are awesome. When they do the spin kicks and their high heels.
Yeah, who saw that coming?
No, that one with Gina Davis wasn't a bad with her.
She makes a great president.
With her and Samuel Jackson.
If one more action star jumps out a window and does that Matrix landing, where they put the leg out, one leg goes out, and the arm, stop with the Matrix landing. Do you do that in your action movie, Jim?
Yeah, we have a whole scene, though, where we're, like, saying funny things to each other while we're fighting, like while we cook dinner. You know? And it's going to be, like, a really good fight scene and stuff where she bails me out in the end. We got to get the disc, the computer disc for the president to be saved. I don't want to give it away. Good.
Microfilm.
Yeah, rush to get him.
Yeah.
Like a love scene. A love scene where you finally sleep with her.
And at the end, I realize she's a man. I accept it.
Accept it. She's hot. Just don't tell anybody.
Yeah, she puts a chin print in my back.
Oh.
Here's the last.
So it's a documentary?
Here's the last clip of Danny DeVito on The View.
Honey, read that right there. Right? Just read this, Danny. Read it. Our thanks to Danny DeVito. Go ahead.
Danny DeVito. Deck the Halls is in theaters now. We'll be right back with Thomas Gibson.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Make him read the cue cards.
It wasn't bad at all.
No, but on The View's version of the world, he's the drunkest guy ever.
Right. Yeah.
And that toned-down version
it's
of America.
a totally different world in that studio at that moment.
You know what he was actually doing 3 hours before? The drugs and the hookers he was...
No.
Boozing with George.
Yeah.
Clooney to you guys.
They just had a couple of
Just had a few too many lemon... What is it?
Limoncello.
Well, you know,
It's a lemon liqueur. Who the hell drinks that?
All the people watching The View are a bunch of middle-aged ladies at home drinking and doing Valiums anyhow. They're all drunk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You think?
I didn't know that, Rich.
Rich.
Yeah, that was a good observation. That
Could
we
be my
could've played
mom
off
watching
of.
that show, dude. My mom's not drunk.
Yeah,
Dude,
man.
come on.
Chill.
You calling Joe Rogan's mom drunk?
Oh.
I don't know. Maybe
Jesus.
the Valiums.
Chill.
I'm so angry.
All the Way May doesn't do Valium.
What's that?
All the Way May doesn't do Valium.
That's
All the
Opie's
way
aunt.
May.
His great-great-aunt is actually all the way
Oh, the
May.
one from the
Yeah,
League of
the
Their Own.
whore.
I heard you talking about
The
that.
whore from League of Their Own.
Yeah.
Was
Three-holer.
Madonna
Opie's
played
aunt.
my great aunt.
Wow.
In League of Their Own.
For real?
Yeah.
And Madonna wasn't able to whore it up as much as the real one did.
All right.
She's a nun now in her 90s, and all we do is talk about All the Way May and how she got that name. Probably why the boys were off fighting the war and the Negro League popped in. And they taught All the Way May a lesson.
Negro League.
Every one of them wound up getting the pink glove.
Well,
Good old All the Way May.
looks like I'm staying home this Christmas.
No.
Not going to the relative's
Not
house
gonna,
this year because I have to hear it from some of the people in my family,
the family
that don't like the radio show.
Why does the clubhouse smell like blood and copper?
All right.
It smells like pennies in here. All the Way May was on the bench.
I found a picture of All the Way May. I'll bring it in tomorrow.
Oh, from the old days?
From the Post.
When she was a goer?
From the Post. Yeah, I think they do have a picture of her as a goer.
I remember years ago there was a girl named All the Way May. Me and a whole team.
That didn't get enough laughs. Pennies?
Thank you.
Yeah, pennies.
Oh, they're laughing out there, though. That's. Oh, yeah, we got to do that. Hey, Jet's going to still join the program. We got Rich Voss playing Governors this weekend.
Yep.
Friday and Saturday.
Saturday.
We got Joe Rogan playing Carolines this weekend here in New York
Tonight through
City.
Sunday?
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Oh, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
And Ari, the amazing racist, will be warming up for Joe Rogan, right?
Holla.
And a funny comic.
Nice.
All right.
And Steve will be standing there in an effeminate manner. All right.
Leaning against the wall.
Yeah.
You're not going to believe what this leukemia kid is doing.
Is that a tease? You're dying.
This is a terrific.
Oh, Jimmy.
Guess.
Good guess, but.
He has come up with a way to raise some money.
All right.
Oh.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show. That's right, it's the Opie and Anthony Show. Very, very busy morning today. Rich Voss in studio, Joe Rogan in studio, the amazing racist in studio. And I'm looking at Jet right behind you, Anthony.
Yep.
I love Jet. How are you guys?
Good.
They're men of their word, by the way. Or
Yeah.
men of their words. Because you guys were supposed to come in over the summer.
Yes.
We thought we were getting the big blow-off.
Is the mic on for him?
I got sick. I got laryngitis.
Yeah, well, we've heard, Ant and I have been doing radio and Jimmy for a very long time, and no offense to you guys, we've heard those excuses from bands and stuff, so we're like, oh, God, here comes the big blow-off. The lead singer's sick. And Steve's like, no, he really is sick. He's got a real problem, and they're promising they're going to come back, and here you are, so bravo. What was the problem?
Man of our words. Men of our words.
What was the problem, though? You had a throat thing going on?
I had laryngitis, and then it developed into throat nodules, which we ended up having to cancel about 3 weeks of.
Ow. How does one get throat nodules?
It's like calluses. You get a callus on your vocal cords.
Jimmy?
From overwork.
Wait, now, do you get rid of them? There's a couple ways to get rid of them. One is you can have them surgically removed or lasered, and one is you could just, not talk for 6 months and they go away, right? Isn't that a way to do it, too?
I caught them early on, and I just had to, not talk for a few days, and I had to steam my voice every day, like a few hours a day.
Yeah, your singing style definitely is, rough on the throat, right?
Yeah, it's just annoying, you know?
Yeah.
You gotta stop smoking and stop drinking and stop eating spicy foods and pretty much everything that all the joys of life.
It was
all the fun stuff.
Because because it's just kind of it all happened at the very beginning of the second album, kind of like the tour and everything. So that was a big pain in the
Yeah, the timing was bad for you guys.
For so long.
You guys had that massive debut, and then the second CD's called Shine On, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, right on. And you guys, you want to play the single from Shine On, or?
We're gonna do 3 songs. Is that right?
All right. What do you want to do first?
We're gonna kick it off with the oldie but a goldie. How you marry my girl?
Oh yeah.
Now? Yeah, we go now.
Yeah, we segue into the music very easily here, like a freight train.
Awkward silence start.
Whenever you're ready.
You're gonna be my girl.
Damn.
Nothing wrong with the voice there, sir. And it's early too, right? It's early for you guys.
It is pretty early.
Yeah, it's rough to sing early, right? Man.
How are you guys on the road with the girls? I mean, you guys, I'm all looking at you're all young, handsome fellas. I mean, you got to be just animals on the road.
Handsome
I'm
fellas.
serious. We had Wayne Newton, and we figured he's not doing it anymore. But
we get uglier as that goes on.
Huh? Doesn't matter though when you're rock stars, man. That's the beauty of being rock stars.
It's true. A wise man once likened being in a band to it's like the male equivalent of having massive breasts.
That kind of works.
Plus the accent, the girls just.
It's better than that, because you can just have massive breasts and be a fat chick, and that's no good. It's way better than just having big breasts.
Right on.
Yeah, you ever lift a fat girl's breast? It smells like lamb underneath.
Jim's all about the smells today.
Yeah, right on. These guys are from Melbourne, by the way.
Okay.
Melbourne.
I say Melbourne.
Melbourne.
I'm a typical New Yorker. Melbourne. They're from Melbourne.
Typical American.
So the new CD's Shine On. You guys want to do one from that?
Yeah, we're going to do the title track off it now.
All right, here's Jed once again and Shine On the Opie and Anthony Show. There you have it. From the new CD, Shine On, the, of course, title track. God, I wish my girlfriend was here so I could hug her. No, it's a love ballad, and it's in a room full of guys is what I'm getting at.
Ari will hug you.
Jimmy had a lighter out.
Yeah, we all had our lighters out.
Really good, man.
We're looking around the room. Well, who can we hug? Why don't we have a group hug?
You need a hole. You guys need a hole. Just so you
See, that's what a hole is good for the show.
Jet,
guys.
That was unbelievable. Tour dates, your Starland Ballroom tonight in Jersey?
That's right.
And then the Chance in Poughkeepsie tomorrow. Well, that would be a couple days from now. So I guess Saturday night. And how do people get tour dates?
Go to the website. Yeah. Just go to the website. It's all there. MySpace.
What's the website?
JetTheBand.com.
Oh boy, you couldn't get jet.com, huh?
When you guys started, did you ever dream that Poughkeepsie was possible?
I didn't even think New York was possible, man. So
Poughkeepsie is it's kind of a cool place. I mean, like,
isn't that where those innocent fellas got shot. Is that Poughkeepsie?
Could have happened there.
Fellas got shot. No, Nuremberg.
By the police. No, the police. Right, just like.
That's Queens.
That's Queens.
Oh yeah, Queens.
Poughkeepsie, Queens.
Queens is civilization.
Yeah, Poughkeepsie's a little bit far up. I mean, I've done gigs there before. It's all right. It's not a great city, but you know, if you're doing a gig, fine.
Yeah. You guys got one more in you?
Yes, we do.
All right. Once again, it's Jet. The new CD is Shine On. What are you guys going to do now?
This is called Skin and Bones.
Skin and Bones. New CD is Shine On. Very good, guys. Awesome. Thanks for coming on the Opie and Anthony show.
Really great, man. Here's a corny, awful question. Biggest influence?
Yeah.
So many. I mean, one simple, I reckon.
The Wiggles, I would guess. Yeah.
The Wiggles.
Grey Wiggle.
Grey Wiggle.
Got some Wiggle fans?
I think the Beatles, the Beatles have to honestly be like.
Yeah, we hear a little Beatles in there, certainly. Yeah.
Go back to because you just can't deny how brilliant they were.
I think every single band's influenced by the Beatles, either directly or indirectly. You know, whether or not they're aware of it, they are.
You know, even I was MSNBC recently. Whoever wrote that article should really have his feet cut off. See, yeah, Pantera, no Beatles influence whatsoever. It said that Sabbath should not be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I had to throw that out there. So whoever you are for MSNBC, I hope you die.
All right, we got to take a break. We want to thank Jet for stopping by. It's
did a great job.
Jetband.com. Jettheband.com for tour dates, okay? All right, right on. We'll continue with Joe Rogan and Rich Voss. It's the Opie and Anthony show. Cool. Back with the Opie and Anthony show. Hey, just a reminder, it's time for MacBook karaoke, Anthony. Ooh. We're encouraging the people to go to www.923freefm.com for all the details. You could win the new MacBook, sleek and sexy, and it has everything you need to explore all your creative possibilities. Head to the Apple Store or apple.com to check it out. MacBook karaoke.
I got one. I got one of those.
You got a MacBook?
Very nice. Can't get on Paltalk, though.
I got to tell you.
Let's use Boot Camp.
Hold on, let me go.
Boot Camp.
Let me go to Fuzzy in Connecticut. Fuzzy, what's up?
Yo, what's up, boys?
Hey.
Welcome aboard.
All right, Snuggles. Yo, did you guys finally get your S together with that board over there? Or is Jet just that good? Because that sounded phenomenal.
It did sound good.
That's what happens when you have such a screw-up with the last band that came in that we made sure that the equipment was here the night before. Everything was pre-checked, like what we like to call a real radio show.
Yeah, that really did sound like a real radio show. I'm very, very impressed.
All right.
Picture of the board or something. Good job, guys.
Yeah, we're getting there.
I don't listen to jazz. I don't know their music, and of course I recognize the song they did. They were really good, man.
The first album was a monster. Yeah,
I like the new stuff,
too. They had like 3 or 4 massive hits on the first album.
I don't know how that guy sings more than one night in a row.
Yeah, crazy, huh?
Holy
he just rips
Jesus.
it apart.
That's like blood should be spurting out of your throat.
That song's great, though. That is
it really is.
That Shine was a romantic number. I hate to agree with Ope on that one.
That was good.
Holding hands with my girl, pecking her cheek.
Well, Jimmy looked at me.
Pecking her cheek.
Jimmy looked at me weird, but it was like one of those power ballads. Yeah. And I'm looking around the room like, this is a little weird. It's
Every
like 20 guys.
Has a soft side.
20 guys listening to a power ballad.
You know he wrote that thinking this is going to get me laid.
Oh, yeah.
You know he wrote it going,
and
this is going to work. This one's going to work.
Oh, those guys up there must just get so many girls.
It's disgusting.
How many girls could you turn down?
I'm desperately working on a song called I Was Kidding, I Don't Have AIDS.
It's just a joke. He looks like Luther from 48 Hours, that guy.
They're 3 handsome young Aussies with the accents and the tight slacks meeting girls. How filthy and depressing is that? Oh, my awful, disgusting act.
They're kind of tiny, though.
Yeah, well, women don't mind.
They're tiny guys.
It's amazing how much chicks love guys in bands. There was some guys in who were the? I don't know who they were. There was some guys on a plane with us. They had tattoos in their neck. They were obviously rock guys, lip rings and stuff. And this one girl would nonstop hitting on them. Just the whole time, the whole flight, she just turned around in her seat, just yapping at them. Blah, blah, blah. And she was cute, man.
Guys in bands.
What band was it? You know?
No idea.
No.
See, that's what was happening in first class. In coach, I sat down next to a guy with cottage cheese.
They made a very bad analogy. They said being in a band is like being a girl with big breasts. No, being in a band is like being a guy with a gun. The world is your oyster.
They are walking roofies.
Yeah.
Zip it and they will come.
Hey, we got a great story to get to here. Listen to this one.
A boy from Florida with cancer is very much used.
That wasn't the funny part, Jimmy.
Jimmy! Cancer's not funny.
A boy from Florida with cancer is very much using.
Jimmy.
What?
No. A boy from Florida.
My health doesn't allow it.
I see where this is going.
I actually, I'm going to probably feel guilty soon because I'm going to hear how old he is first.
Yeah.
A boy from Florida with cancer is very much using his head. Pat Pedraja lost all of his hair following chemotherapy, so the very inventive 11-year-old decided to offer up advertising space on his head on eBay. For $5,000, you can lease space on a quarter of his head for 3 months.
5 Gs?
It will not only help you by advertisement, it'll also help save a bunch of lives.
You see, all of the money Pat raises will go to the bone marrow banks to help leukemia patients just like him. Talk about a great kid. Hopefully you can help him out.
All right, get this kid on the phone. Wow logo on his head.
You want a wow logo? $5,000?
An Opie and Anthony wow logo on his head.
Where does he go, though? Does he just stay at home?
Yeah.
No, who sees him?
Who's gonna
How much?
What street is he taking?
Come on.
$5,000 worth of advertising so some fat nurse can look at your head?
Yeah.
Get out in the mall, sick boy.
Going to ball games?
We don't need to advertise to Grandma. She's bringing you your soup.
Exactly. That's great. Who's going to see a wow sticker? A mortician.
Get him drunk on the
hey,
wheel.
sorry.
Hey,
Whoa, is that over the line?
You
Drop
know.
dead. I'm not the one putting ads on the kid's head. It's probably his father who needs money to gamble.
He already did, and he lost. It's great. I love how Jimmy turned around. Yeah, screw you all. That's what he does on stage.
Yeah.
You just got a bunch of oohs and reacted just like you do on stage.
What do you think's going to happen to the kid? He's got leukemia. He's selling ad space on his skull. How do I react? How adorable. Little punk. Smack his face, straighten him out.
Can you imagine a guy that puts the ad on his head the day before he passes and he tries to get his money back?
You know, I was supposed to get a 3-month run on this.
Contractually, there has to be a stipulation. Look, if he falls down before February 8th, I get half my money back.
I bet he could get more money if he had some sort of a contest. See if you can come up with more money to keep them from putting advertisements on his head. My poor son, we're going to have to write on his head.
Yeah, look, we got to write on this poor kid's head because we're poor. Yeah, we need money for him. He's sick. $10,000 can keep his head clean. Usually if people just go on the news like this, they get money.
Yeah.
Like, I was a sucker for that goddamn stupid little pudding-head girl that got her wheelchair stolen.
Oh, that's right. You donated.
Remember that one? I felt so bad. I went home and I found out the address to send money to, and I sent money.
What was the story again?
Oh, little pudding-head girl. She was in a wheelchair. You know, she was wheelchair-bound. I think she had a brain tumor. That's what it was.
She had a special van that was stolen?
Yeah, a special van, and the wheelchair was in it, and everything got stolen.
So why didn't you buy her the van?
And they needed money. How do you know I didn't?
Did you?
I cut him a nice check. Put it that way.
Oh, that's great.
And let me tell you something. I never heard word one back.
Really? They didn't even thank you?
I got nothing back.
Not only did I not send anything, but I wrote a letter that said, ha ha. That's what you get. Show off.
That's what you get.
Show off. Show off for having his stuff stolen.
That's what you get. Miss, it's all about me. Can I have a special van and the bed that comes up?
They didn't give you a letter back? Yeah.
No.
I know
But
your donation was pretty hefty.
What about the joy in your heart?
That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Really?
It's just about, doing something nice for somebody. I wasn't looking for
I got
any.
a letter back from the parents. Hey, thank you.
I wasn't looking for that.
Well, I would have been.
I kind of expected it, but I wasn't looking.
Please repossess the van. Please sue them to get the van back. It's tangled them up in court for years. They
It's so
can't drive
funny
it.
when people get charity and then they don't respond to it the right way and everybody freaks out, like that family in New Orleans.
Yep.
That $75,000 house.
$75,000 house.
Which is amazing that you can get a house for $75,000, by the way.
75 G's. And it was a nice house. It was like a real nice house. Over here, it would be like a crap hole.
Yeah.
It'd be garbage. But there, it was really nice. And the church gave it to this family. because they were homeless because of Katrina, and they turned around and immediately sold it for a profit. Never moved in. Took the money and ran. And then I think what was bad was their little interview they had on the news because, of course, one of those shame on you reporters ran after them.
Yeah.
And was asking the wife what happened, and she explained it. It's just they didn't come off looking like...
The husband was the best.
The husband was the best.
Take it up with God.
Take it up with God.
Actually, guys, we got the story.
You got it?
It's so weird that Joe went there. Thank you, Joe.
Oh, this one was great. I watched this like 3 times because I couldn't believe the husband was this stupid.
Yeah, listen to this.
We've been telling you about a New Orleans family displaced by Hurricane Katrina. In February, the Temple of Deliverance Church of God in Christ gave them the keys to a house in Hickory Hill that church members say the wife selected, a $75,000 house, free and clear. But we discovered the family sold it without ever moving in.
This is done through...
Dolores Thompson and her family were selected out of more than 50 Hurricane Katrina families to be the recipients of this $75,000 house. So why did they never move in? And why did they sell it? When we called Thompson, she admitted she had not moved in, but told us she still owned the house. She hung up when asked if she had sold it.
Bravo, man. They need the money.
Bravo.
Yes,
they need the money. These two were characters, shysters.
I wonder how they picked them, because, I mean, how many people lost their house?
I know.
How many houses did they
what was
away?
the criteria?
Probably
being a scumbag?
A raffle or something, or some kind of drawing.
I think they said they were a couple. They probably said they had a story or something like that, and they were trying to get married or something. I don't know.
Take it up with God. That's what the guy kept saying.
Yeah.
Interviewing him. Take it up with God.
Yeah, he just wanted airtime, too. Yeah. Like, he was all heavy smiles, like, let me talk. I want to be on camera.
He was a fairly smooth character.
Oh, he was smooth.
Agreed to meet us at the house. When they arrived, she told us death in her family and personal problems kept her from moving in.
I was in need of a house, but at the time that I was in need of a house, I didn't get the house. And so once I got the house, I really don't like this area. I really didn't. And I didn't know anybody, so that's why I didn't move in and I sold it.
She eventually told us she made $60,000 off the sale. But that's not what the deed shows.
Well, according to this document that I have, you sold the house for $88,000, which means you made No, I didn't sell it for $88,000. I sold it for $60,000. The people who sold it got the rest of the money.
Some commission.
Wow.
Who the hell's getting the difference from
on 60?
On 60. I don't think so.
Maybe they're just not. I mean, not that she doesn't sound like the most financially savvy woman.
I like how she starts off saying, like, well, at the time I did need it, and then when I got it, well, I didn't need it anymore. I didn't move in.
I didn't know anybody there.
Yeah. The bottom line on this whole thing is there is probably a family that really needed the house, that would have moved in and...
Loved it.
Yeah, loved having that house. You know where the happy people are? The neighbors. I saw the neighborhood. Yeah, the neighbors bought the house. They were nailing together some crosses in that neighborhood.
That's why she sold it for $60,000, because as soon as she moved in, it was worth $15,000.
There you go.
Hey, here's the clip Joe Rogan was talking about. The husband wants to be on camera.
Yeah.
Listen to this.
Back it up so you can get me too. I want to be on camera. I want to be on camera too.
The husband boss.
Now, ask me a question.
The way it appears is that a house, a church...
The way it appears
I'll take over here.
There's a lot of chicanery, connivance, deceit, deception, divisiveness, trickery going on.
That's awesome.
On whose part? Because the church gave you a free house. The church gave you a free house, and you all never moved in.
Anything.
That was church people who, out of their generosity, paid for this house.
Take it up with God. Take it up with God.
You gotta love that kind of arrogance.
I love that too. Chicanery, divisiveness.
The guy says, on whose part? He goes, the church. The church that gave you a free house?
Yeah.
That dude is right out of Pimps Up, Hose Down.
Oh, yeah. You ain't telling me nothing,
Street
bitch.
corner,
Street corner, yes.
You gotta make your next move the right move. Choose a pimp tonight, baby.
Chicanery.
Divisiveness.
Divisiveness. Chicanery.
That's brilliant.
He was standing there with a big brim and a cane.
Yeah.
A big crunk cup.
God.
Take it up with God.
It turned out Jesus.
All right.
Take it up with God.
Take it up with God.
Here's how the story ends.
We took it up with God. God had no comment.
And God said, better there than in my neighborhood.
Back to you, Chip.
The interview ended with the Thompsons speeding away.
I don't like the area.
You don't like the area, but I don't understand. Dolores,
The I-team did on public record showing the family previously had a New Orleans address. And while the church never told them they couldn't sell the house, they say they would have never given it to them had they known they were not going to move in.
If you're not the most needed, you should decline. You know, there are monies that have been given, churches been given, there are houses, and there's still people out there without houses, and they haven't. It's a hardship on them. Don't accept the gift if you don't need it.
If you don't need it.
We took it up with God, and he said, I quote, next time I'll drown all the...
How can you speed away on a bus?
Take it up with God. They sped away in a car donated to them by a white man with his head cracked open on the curb.
Yeah. They sped away in a van with a wheelchair in it.
Hey, that's pretty clever.
Callback.
I like the callback. Let's go to Steve on Long Island. Steve, what's up?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, Steve.
Yeah, you know what they should advertise on that kid's head?
Oh, yeah.
Well, at least I don't have AIDS.
And he gives a Francus.
Hey, when you're advertising his head, does his father say, hey, look, if we don't give him the medication, will his head swell up so we can put some more advertisements?
Yes, the money pours in. They try to give him medicine. It just makes his head real big.
They do what those crazy dudes do to their testicles, where they inflate them with saline.
Yeah, get him, just pump them up.
So they just keep feeding him radiation so hair doesn't cover up the head space.
Oh, there's the kid. There's a picture of the kid.
That's him. Look at him.
Oh, God.
Wow.
Oh, look, if you
Tussle his little scalp.
Yeah, the little sign says, if you lived here, you'd be home right now.
So, for $5,000...
There's a bullseye on the back of his head.
For $5,000, you could put anything on his head?
I'm sure there's limits. What are you going to sue him?
Blackback.com.
Yeah, I think we should buy some space.
I think that if we're not on the phone, we should buy his whole head. How many spaces do you have for rent? And Opie and Anthony should buy his whole head.
Does he have a contact? Let's talk to this kid. Let's see what we could get on his head. Why not?
Yeah, why not?
Absolutely.
I guess the most lucrative part of his head would be the front. That way, at least friends and family will see it if the worst happens.
Yeah, when he's laying backwards.
Then again, if it's on the back, what do you need? One uncle seeing your head?
Oh.
Imagine if Rocky Dennis had that disease, they would have been millionaires.
Oh, tattoo on the back. Silk pillow here. All right.
Hey, what do we got on Snoop Dogg there? Snoop Dogg was arrested again?
Yeah, he just can't stop getting arrested. He's addicted to it.
Well, and Suge is really pissed, man.
This is really good.
Mad.
Snoop got arrested after Leno.
Why Suge mad?
He called him a police informant.
Called him a police informant. He said he's never seen a guy that's been arrested so many times not serve any time. Or he gets off like every time. So now Suge's like, he's a rat. Called him a rat and a police informant. When Suge calls you that, not good.
That guy scares me.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's scary.
Suge's not big on the negotiating.
No. No.
Isn't he out? He's out, right?
Yeah.
How's that work?
How's that work?
Let's explain that.
How's that work?
You ever read that Rolling Stone article on Biggie and Tupac and the murders? And pretty much just says that
just about implicates him in the whole thing.
Pretty much.
Yeah, just about.
It spells out who was working for him, that those guys were cops, and they were dirty cops, and they were employed by him, and that links their car to the actual shooting.
And just the fact that there's been no headway in that investigation in years. Not one word of what happened to either of them, you know.
You know, I was doing the Saget show in Vegas, and there was rumor that Suge was coming to our show. He's a Jeff Ross fan.
No, are you kidding me?
Right, he's a Jeff Ross fan. And, I mean, look, he was supposed to come to our show.
I'd love to see him hang that Jew out a window by
each
ankle.
And make him do his poems while he shakes them. Dim the lights. Perfect.
Watch Jeff's cummerbund fall off.
No one's better at roast than Ross.
Oh, yeah.
He's ruthless.
Yep.
He's just a vicious dude.
Pat Cooper.
Yeah.
Pat's up there, yeah.
Pat Cooper, the rock star?
No, back to the comic.
Oh, I don't know.
You West Coast bitch.
I know.
I live 3 blocks away from you. What are you talking about?
You got to hear Snoop Dogg's lawyer in this latest one. The 35-year-old entertainer, convicted felon with alleged gang ties.
Who's his lawyer?
Alleged.
Yeah, exactly. Has been arrested 3 times since September on various drug and weapon charges.
Let the guy carry a weapon. I mean, if somebody has the right to carry a weapon, it's Snoop. At least give him a friggin' fighting chance.
Now, his latest arrest was for felony gun and drug charges, okay? His attorney says cops are yanking the dog's chain. For some reason, Snoop is under the microscope these days. It wasn't like they arrested him for having tinted windows.
Yeah.
You know?
Right? You have illegal tint, sir.
Under the microscope, I don't know, he wears blue all the time and throws up a W whenever you take a picture of him. I don't know why they look at him. Or is that an M? Because he's from Montauk.
And you turned your daughter out on spring break.
Yanking the dog's chain.
Yeah,
is that a New York Post cover?
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
Daily News.
That doesn't sound quite like lawyer jargon either.
No.
Yanking the dog's chain. What's the lawyer's name? Did they say?
Something Stein.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to see what his lawyer's name is.
Donald Etra, E-T-R-A.
Oh.
Anthony, your Paltalk girl's got a gun now.
Yeah,
Oh,
what
good.
the hell?
Whoa.
This might be. She's put it in her mouth. Whoa. What the hell is going on?
Nice.
This is my rifle. This is my bunt.
Imagine if.
Has anyone ever committed suicide in Paltalk before?
They shoot guns from time to time.
There was a bad incident between 2 Paltalk people, but it wasn't like wild.
That's nice. Nice bit of weaponry you got there. She, by the way, as Jet was playing,
we should explain
we were a
this to
little
everybody.
distracted. Of course, we have Paltalk here in the studio. We have cameras, and you can hear the audio of what goes on even during the commercial breaks. And the listeners also have cameras, and we punch up a few of their cameras during the show. And one here is Renee's Vengeance, and she was sitting in a chair with a razor, with clippers, you know, that I guess the military would use to shave your head with, but she was not shaving her head.
She was taking care of the monkey.
She was not taking care of the monkey.
Rich, shut up. Don't say a word. Step away from the mic.
And she did a fine job.
That's my callback.
Which was disturbing, but more disturbing when she pulled out the 30-06.
Yeah, now she's pulling out weaponry.
And she's smoking.
This is great.
She's got a cigarette and a rifle.
She left a little pattern like a failed German painter.
Let's work right now.
See how she's sitting there with that rifle? That's how they were sitting in New Orleans when that family moved in.
All right.
Oh, boy.
He didn't even wait. No, here's the problem.
The problem is he's going to flush his head in the toilet.
No, here's the problem. It's that you're 54 and you said New Orleans.
Oh.
It was the fact that you mispronounced that word.
Well, what do you call it?
New Orleans.
New Orleans.
Or
She
New
left
Orleans.
a...
New Orleans.
She's not posting either. She shaved a little Hitler mustache, and she's now typing her book, Mein Cunt.
No
way you're getting away with that.
Of course I'm not getting away with that.
Just want to make sure Al is on his toes.
I hope Al wasn't taking a bathroom break.
Al, did you catch that one, Al? All right.
Hope you had a nice leak, Al.
Oh, Jesus.
Hey, we got Octane from Philly doing the walkover with us today.
We like those guys.
We got Burger King coupons for the walkover today. We got Joe Rogan for the walkover today. And Ari will be joining us for the walkover as well.
Nice.
Little sweetie pants who's in the men's room.
Octane is a great cover band from Philly. They're going to play for us today. And let's not forget, tomorrow's the big day, Anthony.
Yes, the eggnog drinking contest.
You're coming back for that?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we love the eggnog drinking contest. It's finally here.
We came in a day early just for you guys.
Cool. Very cool. We have a guy coming in tomorrow. Is he in the eggnog drinking contest, or is it a little sideshow?
Is it Magoo?
Yeah, Magoo.
Sergeant Magoo.
Paltalk guy.
Yesterday on Paltalk, she's got an Adolf Hitler book.
She has my comp.
This girl is.
What does she have?
She has my comp.
Yeah, this girl's
with it right.
Yeah, big Adolf Hitler swastika on the front. All right.
Whoa.
You single, honey?
Wow. She shaves with clippers.
Yep.
She has a gun and Mein Kampf, and I have a humongous boner.
Yeah, Ari's been wanting to bang a Nazi for a while.
Yeah. That would really be a kind of a love connection.
That should be your next
bigger
video.
than a Jungle Fever kind of thing.
Yeah, Ari's amazing racist videos are up on opieandanthony.com. All right, eggnog drinking contest. Sergeant Magoo, finish up there, Jimmy.
Well, he was on Paltalk yesterday, and Anthony saw it better than I did because I didn't watch the whole thing, but I know he ate, what did he eat,
Drinking a bunch of milk, like a gallon of milk. He ate butter, sticks of butter with ketchup on it, threw it up into Tupperware, then put Fruit Loops in, and ate it. How do you not appreciate someone like that? And here's a couple of sounds that we might be hearing tomorrow. Nothing better than eggnog.
You're used to those sounds, huh?
The gurgle.
It's a festive part.
Yeah, that is great.
You ever hear that sound in your lap?
No. Oh, that's great.
All right, tomorrow's the day. We can't wait.
Sounds like Leon Klinghoffer looking up at his room, at his suite.
Rich Voss.
Looking up at his cabin.
Rich Voss at Governor's this weekend on Long Island. Joe Rogan at Caroline's all weekend long. We got to get out of here. Eggnog drinking contest tomorrow.
This is not the way to the cafeteria.
If you're not joining us over at XM, have a great day.
The Opie and Anthony XM walkover begins now.
Walkover begins now.
All right, let's roll.
Yeah, let's start our little whack.
We got a big crew today. We got Joe Rogan. We got Octane set.
Where's Octane?
They're set up somewhere en route.
I believe on the corner or in front of the big sign thing by the building. You know.
And I have to hear.
Hey, here comes the old guy.
The old guy with the dog.
I have to listen to Voss asking childlike questions.
Hi, ladies.
Hello.
Hi.
It's old bags.
What, Jimmy?
I got to listen to Voss asking childlike questions to Rogan. He's saying how he met Phil Superfoot Wallace, and Voss goes, he was tough, right? His nickname is Superfoot.
He was tough. His name's not Softfoot.
Exactly.
Jesus.
Wasn't Kiss a Foot.
It amazes me how dumb Rich really is.
Oh, I love him.
Yeah, it really
not
just
an act.
amazes me. This story about Dangerfields is one of my favorite comic stories ever.
Oh, is that great? What a good joke. That's a good look to still have in this country during this time. Yeah, the old turban. That won't get you just hatred looks.
What happened to Seal's face? What is that? What's that all about?
I don't know.
Tribal scars.
Dog bit him.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
No, is it really? Because I heard it was just bad acting.
No,
I heard the tribal scar thing was a rumor.
No, really? How great would that be?
No, it has something to do with some kind of polio or something.
Oh,
polio.
I'm going with polio as a kid.
Oh, I heard it was
$10 a man.
Heidi
you say what?
Polio doesn't
I'm
going
going
with acid cum.
What makes you like acid cum?
Acid cum.
I say tribal scars or Heidi Klum's father.
Somebody ate too many grapefruits and shot a load in his face.
I like Heidi Klum's father. All right. That's the odds-on favorite right there.
I don't care how much money he makes. Tell that to the grandchildren's high school pictures.
2 kids in 13 months, too.
Oh, that's a potent fucking African.
Wow. Something like
look at the nipples on this one.
And he's like 43. How many more sperms left?
Your mic stinks.
He can deliver it right to the egg.
All right, let's go. Hey, Steve, what else we got for the walkover?
Test.
What else we got for the walkover?
First thing we got going on is Natrol is being handed out. That's this energy drink that boosts energy. It's got 0 calories, 0 fat, and 0 sugar. And in a few minutes, we're going to come across Octane from Philly. They'll be playing acoustic right near the XM studio.
Very good.
How about that?
A very busy walkover.
Here's some ladies. Hi, girls.
Joe, you need any gay porn?
No, I'm good.
We usually check out the gay porn at this newsstand.
We can go look at it.
Honcho's my favorite.
It might be a good one that I haven't picked
Jimmy
up.
likes an issue of honcho every now and then.
What man doesn't like a good honcho?
And the newsstand guy loves Jimmy.
I prefer an unclipped gentleman. It's only a good man's fault. How are you, sir?
We're here for our gay porn.
That's right.
What do you got today? Honcho, jock?
It's a bad day?
Oh, what's the matter, sir?
What's wrong, sir?
Wait, why? What's the matter?
You're usually our friend. What happened?
Relative blow himself up?
You lose a lot of business, my friend.
You lost business?
Yeah,
why?
You want to look. No, something is wrong, my friend.
Uh-oh.
Something's wrong.
Not because of us.
Yeah. Not you.
We got you in trouble?
Yeah, the guy, he gave me a lot of trouble this morning.
Aw, man.
What guy gave you
What
trouble?
guy?
Who is he? We'll talk to him.
Yeah, he took some magazine and the paper and then he ran.
We can fix
not because of us. Some guy.
Oh, some guy just took a bunch of stuff and ran off?
So what did he look like? Black?
What did he look like?
Yeah, black
He was a black guy. My God, what a surprise.
Well, sir, you know what? We're going to drum up some business.
Well, how much did he take?
Yeah, how much in magazines?
How much did he take?
That's about $15-20.
Did he take
I'll give you $20.
All right, listen.
Yeah.
Wow, look at this one, sir. Dick James, show me your weapon. I think the fun thing about black penises is the discoloration at the tip. Am I right or wrong?
Hope he just paid him off $20. That's
like,
how he rolls.
Looks like two different cocks.
Now that's Photoshop.
Now you feel a little better today? Look, he's smiling again.
It looks like it broke and then it was repaired.
What happened?
Like it takes a little left turn there.
There's two different cocks.
Dick James.
Like some bitch
show me
bit
your
it off,
weapon.
and they had to put a white man's dick on the tip.
Or it's so big the
it's like, why is it so dark here and then so light there?
His dick grew out of the color.
Hold on a second now. Let's go the other way. He looks like an older gentleman in the face. Comedian named Greer Barnes. Oh, look at this one.
Look
I like
at the
hair.
size of that cock.
I like the hair on him. And what buttocks. See, we just come. Wow.
Whoa.
Miguel and Andre.
Oh,
those are
God.
That's two black guys fucking each other in the ass. You don't see that every day.
Look at that, sir. He's real. That's called teaching a lesson.
Yeah.
Right, and it's right above a picture of John Travolta kissing a guy in the Inquirer.
Oh, yeah. You know, to see Criss Cross have to go to that point in their careers.
They love each other.
Sir, I don't know if this is Miguel or Andre, but he has Baby Boy tattooed on his back.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Who doesn't want to see that when they're making love?
How many guys have read that?
I'm sure quite a few. Hey, wow, what is this Travolta thing?
Yeah, why is Travolta kissing a guy?
I don't know. I think that's one of those, they caught it at the right moment.
How great is it? Because it's who's gay and who's not, and they got Travolta kissing a guy.
They got him without his wig.
And obviously he's not, Travolta's not gay there, but that'll get you to buy the magazine.
You don't think he's gay?
You think Travolta's gay?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I think it like I think Rogan is tough. Yes.
He is, yeah.
How do you know?
Well, I met him.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
I mean, he never didn't hit on me or anything, but my gaydar went up, my butthole clamped shut. He's a Scientologist, man. I mean, there's only two reasons to be Scientologist. You're retarded or you're gay.
Oh, there you go. You heard it here first.
And you know, the whole dancing thing.
Yeah.
He's always been very good at it.
Well, it's a great gang to have. You know, like, they look out for you.
Yeah.
It's a,
they
it's as
cover
far
up
as,
for you.
it's like, as far as like a cult, that's like one of the best cults to join.
Yep.
And
I thought about joining. I'm like, they'll take care of your career.
What do you got, Jimmy?
He doesn't have his wig.
True.
Travolta does not have his wig on.
Why, does he wear a wig?
Look at that head.
They've shown pictures of him, really up-close pictures where you see that mesh that's kind of on the side of his head where they weld on the hair or something.
Chuck Norris has got the best one.
Does he?
No one's got a better one than Chuck.
Norris?
All right, well, look.
The best thing about Chuck is there was no pictures of him going bald. It's like full head of hair, but what's going on? You know, it's like a little something funky happened to it.
Thanks,
you know who finally got that hair piece thing down?
No,
Shatner.
Oh, his is
Shatner
beautiful.
Now, no, it's not like that big, because there was one point where Shatner had the most hair I've ever seen on someone's head, on his head.
Oh, he used to have a crazy one, yeah.
He went like the whole way. If I'm going to go bald, I want more hair dumped on my head than I've ever seen on a human. And now it looks like it's pretty natural.
It's amazing that they haven't figured out a way to give you hair yet. You get
what happened?
cell phones, take videos, and send it through the sky and the internet.
Joe, we put a man on the moon.
I was just talking about that yesterday. Like, why can't they figure that out?
Can't figure it out.
Whoever figures it out is going to be a multi-billionaire. Hey, let's say goodbye to our friend.
Goodbye, sir.
Have a better day.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. I appreciate it now.
Watch out for the
you always take care of us, so take that.
Yeah, watch out for the Negro people.
Don't worry about it, man. It's all good, dude.
Hey, what's worse than the old, like, mobster with the fucking awful younger man's hair? Like the fucking Tony Orlando wig? And you can't even laugh at him.
Yeah, the no part curls up. You can't see where it touches the forehead.
It's awful. It looks like Mr. Gazzo from Rocky.
As soon as we gave him that money, he got very happy.
Back up. He was angry. I guess
I felt bad for him.
I guess a gentleman came over, grabbed a stack of magazines, and ran off. That's a hit and run.
Yeah, that's what you get in this city with your fucking awful... He had a cancerous mustache. Just thin and wispy and missing pieces. What an asshole.
You like that guy,
Rent out his lip for advertising.
He's one of ours, Jimmy. Oh, that's why we're beating him up worse.
It would be very fun. I like Octane, so we shouldn't do it. We should walk right by them without looking at them. So if they came all this way from Philly, they'll play for 3 seconds.
They're a cover band? What are they?
They're good, though. They play some good stuff.
Yeah, they're real good, actually.
Them.
A lot of sisters at the bus stop today.
That's right.
Is that Wanda Sykes?
Kramer. Who here loves Kramer?
Oh, no. Hi, fellas. Oh, we're getting a look. We're getting a look.
Are you getting a look?
Get a mic on her. She is giving us the eyeball. Joe, go talk to her, because you're the toughest one here.
Which one? She's angry?
Yeah, because I said, who loves Kramer?
Who's
And she
mad?
turned around.
It's forbidden subject, bro. We can't talk about
She's
that.
still looking at us.
You're not funny.
You have a problem with Kramer? Ah, no. All right.
She's just waiting to go to her shitty job, dude, and you just gotta fucking twist a blade.
Yep, now you made it even worse for her.
Hey, Octane, what's up?
How are you, brother? You guys doing all right?
Yeah.
Thank you for having us down this morning.
Had a fun little walk over while I looked at some gay porno.
Yeah.
Saw some big
rock and roll?
big black cocks in a magazine.
Baby Boy is in Black Inches this month. There was a rumor that they were going to cut that segment, but they didn't.
No, thank God.
What song you guys are going to play?
We're going to play Enemy off our Rise Up CD, man.
Okay.
Is this an original?
Yes, sir.
What are you, nuts? We want to hear it covered. No, it's cool. Octane with Enemy.
Hit it up.
Gotta take what I wanna waste, not another time. No time to waste. I got a lot of anger inside. I'll waste, not another time. No time to waste. My enemies are the closest friends I keep. Jesus warned me twice today. Each time I pray, make love, not hate. Enemies are the closest friends I keep. Jesus warned me twice today. Each time I pray, make love, not hate. No, I got a reason for being eyes open, seeing time. No time to waste. Break down inside you, takes down your whole world, left on the tattered beat of the shattered time. No time, it's time to change. My enemies are the closest friends I keep. Jesus warned me twice today. Each time I pray, make love, not hate. Enemies are the closest friends I keep. Jesus warned me twice today. Each time I pray, make love, not hate. Got no time. I gotta live like I'm in Garden of Eden time. No time to waste. My enemies are the closest friends I keep. Jesus warned me twice today. Each time I pray, make love, not hate. Enemies are the closest friends I keep. Jesus warned me twice today. Each time I pray, make love, not hate. I got no time to waste. I got no time to waste.
Hey, how cool is that?
Nice.
Octane
Fuck
from
yeah.
Holy shit.
That's a fucking great tune, dude.
That
Right here
is
on the sidewalk.
really good.
Unsigned.
Dude, you guys got a CD?
Not
we
for
do.
long.
Give me one of those bitches.
Hey, let's
Holy
get that on
shit.
XM's Unsigned channel, man.
Fucking great,
Dude,
man.
that's a
Give me
great
the CD,
song,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, I want a CD.
We'll get
Holy
this done.
shit.
We'll get this done. We'll get it on Unsigned on XM.
I like that better than Jet.
That was good shit,
I
man.
do.
You know what's amazing? We can walk up with microphones, shove them in front of these guys, and it sounds great. And studio
Yeah,
for
well.
hours, they can't figure out how to fucking do sound.
Well, yeah.
We walk down the street here. Here's some mics.
Dude, that's a great song. Seriously,
Yeah.
that's a
fucking
It's
hit.
hard. It's hard to hear a song the first time and really like it.
Yeah.
You got to hear it right away, dude. Right
Let
away.
that one grow on you a little too.
Yeah.
Forget about
Fuck
it.
yeah,
You'll be
dude.
blasting that down the road.
That's awesome, man. Thank you. I'm glad you guys are digging it. Please check it out. Anybody out there, OctaneRocks.com is the website, man. Please, we're trying to spread the word. Help us spread the word.
Fuck yeah, man.
How are you guys not signed?
Yeah,
I know.
no
I'll
shit.
tell you what,
Shit
this is
that's
our
signed.
third release. So far, we've sold like 25,000 units. We've been all over radio stations. We've toured with national acts, and it's just like the industry is so whacked. I don't know
What's
what
wrong with those assholes?
It's just very, very.
You guys have a MySpace page?
We do MySpace / Octane Rocks.
We don't sign them.
ROCKS, not the ROX. We don't mess with the X.
I'm gonna put you in my top friends. How do you like them apples?
There you go.
I'm crazy. Give me an email address. What's
There
the email
you
address
go.
so I can add it to my top friends?
OctaneRocks.com is our website, or MySpace / Octane Rocks.
Yeah, but you need an email address to define you.
Octane at OctaneRocks.com.
Octane at OctaneRocks.com. All right, cool.
Excellent. You guys are fucking
That's
great,
fucking
man.
great, man. Seriously, that was really good, dude.
You guys want to do one more?
Thank you, man.
Maybe a cover, something familiar, just to kind of rock the sidewalk here?
Or if you got another jammin' fucking original, man, that was awesome.
That was really good.
You know any Sabbath?
Oh.
Yeah, go familiar, just to rock the sidewalk, because everyone is remembering the first one. I don't want to fuck it up for you here.
All right, let's go. You want to cover, you say?
That's how it works, though.
You might only have one in you.
That first song was so good, they can't fuck it up for me. That was a great song, man.
We got to play with a
That was amazing. I would just keep it right
You,
there.
dude, it's all you. Whatever you want.
I wouldn't push your luck personally, but you guys do whatever you
Unless
want.
you got a
The
song
stage
better
is
than
yours.
Enemy. You got a song better than Enemy?
I think so.
Fucking hit that shit.
All right, let you down.
Got balls. You got to respect that.
Dude,
Anything
come
goes
on,
on the
Seven.
sidewalk. Octane from Philly. Here they go.
Once more I've been left without another excuse to pull myself out, and I'm tired of finding new ways to let you down. Now you're on your own. Come on in. Worthless and wasted, some pleasures I've tasted, fought hard to erase, and I rip myself out of the trouble I'm in, and so it begins again. 'Cause I'm tired of finding new ways to let you down. I'm tired of finding new ways to let you down. But as hard as I try, these new ways keep finding me. Like I'm caught up in a dream, somewhere here and in between. This machine built on lust so obscene, it's killing me. 'Cause I'm tired of finding new ways to let you down. I'm tired of finding new ways to let you down. But as hard as I try, these new ways keep finding me. Just look inside of me and see that I am tired. They keep finding me. They keep finding me. They keep finding me.
Yeah, these guys rock.
Joe was right.
Man.
Joe was right. That's
These
awesome,
guys
man.
rock.
That was really, really good.
We all had gigs in Philly last night. We didn't even sleep. We got done our gigs. Drove right here to come do this for you guys. Thank you very much.
Northeast own, right?
Yes.
Northeast of Philly?
Absolutely.
There you go.
Octane.
Home of Rocky.
Yeah, Rich Boss wants you to have his DVD.
I give you a signed DVD.
Wow.
I signed it.
You're the
The
worst.
CD is called Rise Up by Octane.
Yeah.
Where's your website? OctaneRocks.com.
OctaneRocks.com.
How are these guys not signed? All these douchey
I
bands
know.
are fucking signed.
You're
These guys are not.
beautiful.
Someone signed it. Yeah,
That
right on,
fucking
man.
beautiful song. I hate that song. It's on the air constantly. And this
Oh,
shit.
I know.
How good is this, man? You guys are good,
Bless you.
dude.
Thank you. We're trying, man. Trying to make it.
Doesn't make any sense.
Can you play something upstairs for us?
Absolutely.
We got to go up and continue our show, but
We'll see you guys
Octane
upstairs,
rocks.
man.
Yeah.
Great job, man.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Shit,
Awesome,
man.
man.
Great fucking job,
Octane
man.
rocks.
See you upstairs.
Hey, who's going to get the CD to Washington? Because they got to get that on one of the XM channels.
Yeah.
Whose job is that going to be?
Get that in heavy rotation immediately.
I say Kenny, and he emails them until they play it.
That fucking Enemy song is badass.
I like those guys, man.
Absolutely.
They do a lot of our events. Like, whenever we do Philly stuff, they're the fucking guys that will warm up the show. They're
Hey, here's your buddy.
Wow.
Oh, I hate this fucking bag of shit.
This guy leaning against the wall?
He's a cunt. He's probably jerking off thinking about advertising a load on that kid's head. He's a fucking creep.
Say hi to him.
He looks
Say
like
hi to him. I don't acknowledge him.
Jimmy, he looks like the foot fetish teacher, actually.
Certainly does. I don't
he
acknowledge
does.
him.
You sure you don't want to say hi?
14-year-old boy
Oh.
foot in his hand.
Oh, look at that. That fucking, the little leukemia kid's wispy hair fell out.
Gee, go figure. They haven't sold a piano.
Is this the elevator where Tracy Morgan attacked the chick?
Yeah.
What did
He was going after a girl in the
yeah.
elevator. Yeah. Hi, sir.
Garbage, garbage.
How are you?
Garbage, garbage.
Have a good day.
Garbage.
See you later.
Garbage.
Hi, ma'am.
Garbage.
And we'll see you upstairs.
All right, we're going to be on a mission now. This is the mission. We got to get Octane some major exposure. We just did
signed.
We just did with our radio show, but we got to get them on XM, and we got to we got to push them. We got to push the Octane. We kind of fucked up with Godsmack back in the day, Joe. We're not fucking up again, man.
How'd you fuck up with Godsmack?
Well, when we were doing radio in Boston, Sully used to come in and do our show all the time, you know, the lead singer, and this was before, you know, Godsmack broke.
He used to bring us shit videos. Videos of
German-
chicks just
German
shitting.
ones?
Yeah,
German shit videos. And he would do our show from time to time, and we were doing an appearance with him where he was doing some kind of drum clinic thing, right?
Yep.
At a music store or whatever. And on the way out, we really, you know, we're hitting it off nice, and he's like, here's my latest project. And he's been in bands all over Boston for so many years. Gives us the latest project, which was Godsmack. And I was so sick and delusional at this point. I got so many band CDs.
Everybody cries wolf. Yeah.
Everyone gives you a band CD saying this is the greatest thing. And honestly, in the beginning, I would listen to him and go, this is just crap. So he gave me the CD, and I just assumed that. And nothing against him personally. I opened up my sunroof, and I threw it into the river on the way back to my house.
Threw it away.
He gave the same
Godsmack.
He gave the same CD to this guy Rocco, who was doing nights at the same station Ant and I were at. And Rocco officially is the guy that discovered Godsmack.
Wow.
And it should have been us.
Could have been us.
That's hilarious.
But
that guy Sully, how fucking cool is he?
Yeah.
He came to the Comedy Store once. Came to saw a show, hang out, was talking.
Sully?
It took me a while to realize who it was.
Yeah.
And then I go, dude, I know who you are. He goes, yeah, I'm like a band, you know, just real like low key. You know, just a real cool guy. Just was just like, hey man, you're really funny. You know, hanging out in the back, just like a normal dude.
Yeah,
Wish he'd come on the friggin' show every so often.
Kind of busy.
Apparently, I think it's management politics, station politics.
Well, his old manager now is the program director at AAF, our old station that we now compete against.
Oh, so
it's
he's
a
not
whole
allowed
political.
to come on?
It's a whole political thing.
You would think that they're so big, he could do whatever the fuck he wants.
I know.
Oh my God, there's no unsigned channel on XM anymore. They got rid of that channel. I did not know that. I used to listen to that every once in a while too.
Why are there suit jackets hanging up?
Oh, those are clothes. Oh. That's not suit jacket. They're my extra clothes for our big taping.
Oh yeah, we're leaving early today. I guess we should tell people.
Maybe we should tell the people.
We got to leave at 10 o'clock today. We're doing a commercial for XM, and we also started a shitstorm over at CBS, so we have to deal with that as well. So we're out of here at 10.
What's this we shit?
What how'd you start a shitstorm? What happened?
Don't do this to me.
By you saying pussy?
Nah.
Mein cunt? Is that what it was?
Nah, it was a little. It was
the show started with a little passion, and they didn't like it too much, and but they always. point the finger at me. Like,
there was a little tirade that went on about the differences between terrestrial and satellite radio, and the terrestrial people don't really appreciate that when that comparison is made.
And Tom says it's not good for business. I'm like, well, then do something about it. What do you want from us?
You know what's not good for business? Fucking castrating everybody and being so fucking such corporate douches and not allowing us to play that fucking nigger song, which is very fucking rap.
Now we can play it. Where is it?
And we can play it.
Holy shit.
Have you heard this yet, Joe?
No, what is it?
Oh, okay.
You'll enjoy it.
Where is it?
Is this true? Paul Mooney's not going to say nigger anymore?
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
He's got 5 minutes now.
Good luck.
And that was Paul Mooney. Thank you.
Oh, silly.
Unsigned.
Sit down, white people.
I'm not saying the word anymore, really.
You know what I'm talking about. The N-word people. Please. He got his nigga wake-up call.
I guess he's never going
He
to
got
look
his
in a mirror again.
N-word wake-up call. Kramer got his N-word wake-up call.
Just a nigga wake-up call.
Hey, unsigned is
If
XM52.
you had a wake-up call, you'd make it to work on time.
Someone check that out. Unsigned is on XM52. We got to make sure.
Oh, it is?
We got to help out Octane.
Fucking Octane. That Enemy song is the shit, dude.
Not good.
I want to throw that on my iPod and work out to it today.
So, Joe, we can play this over here. We can't play this on regular radio. Listen to this. It's all over the internet.
That is racism.
I'm not a racist. That's what's so insane about this. Nigger, nigger. I'm not a racist. That's what's so insane about this. Look at the nigger. Talk, he can 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 talk. Oh my God. I'm not a racist. That's what's so insane about this. Nigger, nigger. I'm not a racist. That's what's so insane about this. Look at the nigger. 50 years ago, you had you upside down. I don't know. Nigger, 50 years ago, you had you upside down. Talking and talking. Nigger, 50 years ago, you had you upside down. Nigger, beat pork up your ass. I mean, pork up your ass. 50 years ago, you had you upside down. I'm really busted up over this. I'm really busted up over this. Busted. I'm very, 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 very sorry.
He's a piece of trash.
The N-word.
He's black, isn't he?
He is?
I'm black.
I thought he looked Irish.
What's his last name?
That's not Irish.
I'm not a racist. That's what's so insane about this. Nigger, nigger. I'm not a racist. That's what's so insane about this. Look at the nigger.
He's black, isn't he?
I'm black.
I'm not a racist.
That was the worst powers you've ever seen.
Oh my God.
Just say that I don't have to worry about working for a while. A long while.
What do you think?
Yeah, that's pretty good. It's hilarious that while this is playing, John Kerry's on TV saying it's time to move on from the botched joke, his botched joke about Iraq.
What are you
Oh, God. Oh, stop.
That's hilarious.
By the way, this has been going on for like 3 days now. Bill, thank you. Bill from Philly did the right thing, Anthony, in the end.
Well, did he?
Yes, he did.
All right.
Thank you, Bill. And also, Seal had childhood lupus.
Lupus.
Is that what? Why did I think it was tribal scar? That's just bullshit, huh?
Yeah, I've heard that on the internet.
How could the little kid from the Bad News Bears fuck up your face so badly?
Because it's cooler to say that, Jimmy, than childhood
Would that
lupus.
do that to your face? What does lupus do?
Well, take a look at him.
It's an immune didiase, right? Isn't
Makes
it?
you look like a dartboard.
I know a girl got it from fake tits.
Really?
Yeah, she had silicone implants, and her implants leaked, and it gave her lupus.
Is she okay?
I don't know. I don't talk to her anymore.
You don't care.
They didn't leak
Joe
on
don't
you,
give
I
a
hope.
shit.
Actually, she's really nice. I'm just kidding. You know who she is? She's the girl from the Cherry Pie video. Bobby Brown.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
She got the lupus from
She got it
boobies?
from, yeah, she was on News Radio.
She's incredibly hot in the Cherry Pie video.
Very attractive young lady.
All right, we're going to take a break and continue.
That and the girl from the Once Bitten, Twice Shy video.
The worst case of hitting the wall ever was Tawny Katane.
Oh, my God.
Here I go again. White Snake video.
White Snake
now.
sprawled on that car. And then now, her crackhead.
Fuck, she hit that wall.
Her on Surreal Life.
Oh.
Wow. Yikes.
Oh, was she on Surreal Life? I didn't see it.
Yikes.
Yeah,
What year?
really
What season?
Like last year.
Really?
Well, maybe a little more
year
than that
before,
now.
maybe.
Yeah.
But that mug shot of her.
After Mini-Me was peeing in the corner, I was done. I was like, this is just too much.
Yeah.
This is too much of a train wreck for me.
It just started getting good. All right, Joe Rogan, Caroline's, New York City. Rich Voss, Governor's Long Island this weekend. We'll continue. Well, we got some audio from the Tonight Show appearance.
Opie and Anthony
It's great.
I like the hottest guys on radio.
Wow, that's really nice.
Really nice. Opie and Anthony Show on XM Satellite Radio.
It starts with an O&A plug before headlines.
Opie and Anthony Show on XM Radio.
Very nice.
Tested. Leno approved.
They plugged us like 3 times last night on the show.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
The hottest show there is. Hottest show there is.
That paper, yo.
Yeah, good. All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Duckets, yo.
Yeah, get that paper, yo.
That is how Tracy starts a conversation. How you doing? Man, what we do is just combat.
That's what it
All right,
is.
good.
What?
Let's have a nice chat.
Making money, bitch.
Okay,
Let's
fine.
have a nice chat.
It was frustrating listening because I was like listening to you guys trying to say something funny and you just kept going and going. There was a couple times where Anthony tried to talk and I was listening. I was just like, God.
Yeah, I'm trying to talk, and he goes, "Yeah, I'm the floor, you're the ceiling, man." Like what? What does that mean?
And you don't want to feel like you're stupid, so you go, "Yeah." Like, wait a minute. I'm not
Maybe
sure.
that's street.
Hey, Wade, Toronto, what's up?
Hey, Wade.
Boys, how are you?
Hey, Wade. That was my deal, Wade.
Hey, these are some sweet numbers, Wade.
Hey, morning, guys.
Cold up there,
I
eh?
just wanted to say, man, Octane there, that was freaking awesome, man. And when I get home today, I'm going to definitely get on your website, man, and order that fucking CD.
Yeah,
so I got a question for you.
Okay.
Did you miss going to the UFC tournament because of your comedy tour, or is there?
No, I mean I miss every now and then. I miss one of them, but I'll be at most of them. I missed the last one because it was supposed to be in Vegas, and I was doing the HBO Comedy Festival in Vegas, and it was already booked in advance. And the UFC was supposed to be in Vegas too, but last minute they moved it to Sacramento. That's why I missed it.
By the way,
All right,
Joe,
take care.
we tried to get you for the O&A trial and virus, you know.
Did you?
Yeah.
Who'd you talk to?
I don't know. Somebody talked to your people.
Was
Why don't you guys just talk to me?
Yeah, it would have been too easy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No one talked to me
I'd
at
have
all.
to go through so
about
many
it.
fucking channels.
You were on the list.
About what?
My friend.
Are you sure?
He
about
was
the
on the list
traveling
for the
virus?
O&A travel and virus.
No
Oh,
one.
yeah. I think wasn't it the Maxim tour that you were doing?
Well, I did the Maxim tour after that. You guys were doing the
There
traveling
was a
virus
conflict
before.
or something going on.
Yeah, for some reason, I remember hearing that.
I just want to let you know, man to man, we try to get you.
Well, I would have loved to have done it.
We're going to do it this summer, and hopefully it'll be
Well, I'll do it. I don't know what happened. No one talked to me at all, though. No one. I spoke to no one. So if I found it, I've been having problems with this kind of stuff anyway. So I'll look into it. I'll find out what the deal is.
All right, very good.
Because I've heard this from club owners. I'm trying to get you my club. I'm like, whoa, no one said this.
Happy Feet.
Oh, it was a fucking good
Joe
movie.
loves it.
Yeah,
Happy Feet was a fucking good movie.
we
I
got-
got stoned as fuck, and I said, let me go see a little kid's movie. It might be interesting. And I actually enjoyed it. Happy Feet's a good fucking movie. There's these leopard seals. I love like watching seals kill penguins. You ever see specials on leopard seals?
Oh yeah, Discovery
Leopard seals are
Channel.
the scariest fucking monsters that live in the water. I didn't even know they
They're
existed
huge, yeah.
until that penguin movie, and they just swim around and just jack penguins. They're monsters.
Yeah.
And there's cool leopard seals in this movie. But the basic premise of the movie is these penguins are trying to go through their life, and they're scared of aliens. That there's like penguins that get abducted by aliens. It turns out the aliens are the people, and aliens abduct them and take it. It's long, convoluted.
Put tags on them and stuff.
I fucking enjoyed the movie. It was a good movie.
How high were you, man?
That was pretty high.
Yeah.
Pretty high.
2 lollipops. Two lollipops.
I've been thinking about smoking again.
Dude, let's do it.
I've been thinking.
Let's do it right now.
Yeah, you want it?
How long has it been? How long have you stopped for?
It's been, man, I'm not going to sound cool, but over 10 years.
But if you didn't have a problem with it, why stop? If you could do it once in a while.
I don't know.
If you could do it once in a while, I mean...
The key with pot is 2 things. Getting the right shit and not smoking too much of it. That's the key. Because when everybody tells me, I get paranoid, the reason why you get paranoid is because you're taking too much. All right? It's a mind-blowing experience. The right tetrahydrocannabinol, if you get it in the right doses, will fuck up your worldview. You have to do it slowly and cautiously. You have to step gently into the water. You don't dive into the fucking deep end of the cold water. You walk slowly in, take 1 hit, and wait like an hour before it sets in. I don't even feel anything. Let me take another hit. And then you're 4 or 5 hits in, you're thinking about the 5th grade and you're crying. That's not good.
That's the difference.
You don't want that.
Pot and like crack will wear off after a couple seconds. Pot will just linger in your
slowly, like he comes on in waves.
So you would think, like, real good shit.
The shit that I smoke,
one hit, and don't even hold it in long.
Dude,
yeah.
Dude, Rogan's a professional smoker.
Yeah.
I smoke the stuff he smokes, and I smoke once every few weeks. And it's such a fine line. If I cough, I am fucked.
You're done. Really? Is that it?
Fucked. Yeah.
I got Charlie Murphy so fucking high. Charlie Murphy smokes pot all the time, and on the Maxim tour, he's like, yeah, I smoke weed all the time. I go, dude, you don't smoke my shit. Oh, man, I don't want to hear about that shit. You ain't got no good shit. Let me smoke your shit. I go, go ahead. You try some of the train wreck there, my friend. And I got him barbecued. I made him go in deep, because I'll go 3-4 hits and then go on stage. But the normal human cannot go 3-4 hits and go on stage. You won't fucking remember anything. You won't even remember how you got onto the stage.
3 or 4 hits does that?
Yeah. Oh! 3 or 4 hits, and you will be fucking on Pluto.
He's getting
Wait,
quality.
I haven't used this. I haven't talked like this in a while. How they still talk like this? Well, how about if you smoked a whole J?
Well, you can do it, but you got to be experienced. You got to be able to handle the matrix. I mean, it's just too strong.
You can't smoke a whole
and it's
marijuana
different
cigarette.
kinds of weed too. There's 2 different types, 2 very specific strains. One's called indica and one's sativa. And indica is the easy stuff to grow, and that's what most people have. And that's the stuff that makes you mellow, makes you want to sit on the couch and eat Doritos and watch TV, and it gives you the munchies. Sativa doesn't give you the munchies, and sativa it's like mostly grown in South America or grown indoors because it needs a longer growing season. It's more complicated to grow, it takes longer to grow, and it's totally different high. It's like thinking about the universe, and you're thinking about atoms and subatomic particles blinking in and out of space, and you're like, whoa! You start thinking quantum mechanics and physics, seeing people's auras and energy. I got so fucking high once. We did this Fear Factor thing where we were in San Francisco, and I had to hang out with the whole crew and eat dinner with them. And it was so boring. You know, they're so square, so I just got fucking super baked in my hotel room and came down, and I wasn't even seeing people. I was seeing, like, entities hiding behind their appearance and their clothes. And I was freaking out. It's real bizarre. It's almost like I give it to people and they think they got laced with acid.
You know, when you get really fucked up, it scares the shit out of you. What's living in your brain? You're like, fuck, this stuff.
Where was that hiding?
It cleans, but it gets that shit out in the open. You want to take a look at all that shit.
I didn't know I knew quantum physics.
So Ralphie's smoking the first kind you're talking
Yeah,
about.
Ralphie's smoking munchie.
When we got high 20 years ago, was the stuff as strong back then? See, I don't know now.
It depends on who you ask. If you talk to the police, they say no. But if you talk to guys who grow it, they say there was always strong stuff around. But this weak shit right now. The thing is, in California, we have medical marijuana, so they have scientists that are working on pot, like crazy botanists that are potheads that come up with the most evil fucking strains of shit.
Breeding. And you can reproduce it consistently.
I mean,
over
we
and over
had
again.
stuff like skunk weed that was so strong that you know.
Well, now they have THC percentages. Like, they'll tell you the content.
In the pot?
They have it all broken down.
What about the calories?
It's like nutritional value on a can of corn.
In the weed?
How many calories in a joint?
Well, you know, when I want to sound cool around all the teenagers, I'll go, hey, you got any Thai stick?
Yeah.
Not anymore. The train wreck is the shit.
How about
my favorite.
How about like hash? Is that still
Yeah,
around?
you can still
Opium
get hash.
You can hash at the medical marijuana
Opium
store.
hash?
Yeah, that's what we used to smoke. Opium hash. It was opium in the hash, and you would just
really
like hallucinate.
No, I don't fuck around with anything that's addictive. I don't want anything that's my body's gonna want to have over and over again.
Do you think you're addicted to pot?
No, I've stopped smoking weed for months, weeks. Doesn't matter. It's not a physically addictive thing. A bunch of times.
Yeah, but addiction is mental.
Your buddy here saying what?
No, I mean, he doesn't. I mean,
You want pot so bad you have to lick it. I think Rogan is hooked on weed.
Listen, I just like it. I enjoy it.
Pop-ups are
But
good.
I go like all week and not get high, and then I get high like before I go on stage on the weekends. I do that all the time. But it's not a physically addictive thing, and I don't fuck with anything that's physically addictive. I won't even try it. I've never tried coke. I've never tried heroin. I've never tried it. And all I'm into is consciousness expanding psychedelics. I'm into stuff that changes the way I think.
Yeah. By the way, got to give the big plug for Joe Rogan at Caroline's. When we weren't working, I was just wandering around L.A. and walked into the Comedy Store, and he was on stage and did an hour of just amazing fucking comedy. So different than most of the guys working today.
Yep.
It's so
Thanks, man.
It gets deep. It makes you start thinking, and there's a ton of laughs in there as well, obviously.
I finally recorded a CD. I've been putting this
Did
off
you really?
forever. Yeah, it's
I
done.
would love it.
It's called Shiny Happy Jihad, and it'll be it's done. It's completely finished, and it'll be out in Comedy Central in a couple months.
I highly recommend you see Joe Rogan at Caroline's this weekend. Sorry, Rich.
No, hey, listen.
Well, because he's competing against you.
No,
but if you're on Long Island,
he's not. Voice of the Governor. It's totally different market.
All right, good.
He is so funny. There's never a time I've seen Joe not have a good set. You just sit there and there's certain comics.
And it's different every time, right, Joe?
Pretty much. I mean, it's always a little different.
I won't watch a comic. He barely watches comics, but someone like him, you come in a room, like if you go, you got to watch him. Patrice, you got to watch. There's certain comics. No, if you want to see good comedy.
I don't like your hat.
Joe, do you do material? Do you do set material, or do you go up there and just start
I have so much.
around?
Well, I have areas that I definitely want to touch on. I have like 3 or 4 areas that I always want to touch, but I have so much material I can go anywhere. It's just like, I've been doing comedy for 18 years now. Wow. So it's like, I just, you know how it is. You have an idea in your head and you just go on stage and just get the party rolling.
Well, first you got to have an idea in your head. You were looking at Rich.
First of all, we did a one-nighter in Seaside about 17 years ago.
Yeah.
Or 16 years ago.
At least 16, yeah.
It was just a one-nighter. And, you just watch him and go, he's great, man.
Yeah, we would love to have you on the tour next summer.
I would love to be on it. I can't believe that you guys try to get in contact with
there was a list that was made.
Yeah, you know what, man? I don't know.
What's the biggest bummer, and I still love the guy, and I even saw him recently. Brian Regan turned us down.
He turned you down.
He was too scared of our crowds.
I don't think so. I think he knows the crowds love him. Our crowds love Regan. I think it was an image thing. I think it was an image thing.
Well, that's what I mean by being scared.
Fucking agents.
Yeah, I think they were scared.
He's doing so well right now. That's what it is.
Those places
He wasn't scared. He wasn't scared that he wasn't going to kill. But he was scared of the crowds and what that would do to his image.
I think his management might have thought it would look bad if Brian Regan was at a show and it ends up like Altamont Speedway with our fucking crowd. And so Brian Regan can't get another gig. He's squeaky clean because some fucking body gets shot or raped in the crowd while he's on stage.
I don't think it would ever hurt him.
Never.
Guys are so scared about what's going to hurt their career.
Yeah.
Nothing hurts you if you're honest.
A big mistake, by the way, because the crowds were unbelievable.
Kelsey Grammer allegedly fucked a 13-year-old.
Right.
Remember the whole babysitter scandal, allegedly?
Ooh.
That went away years ago? Yes. And he survived, and he went on to do his big show, whatever it was called.
What really sucked is Dennis Regan turned him down, too. Turned down the tour.
Dennis opened for Brian. Avery Fisher Hall.
You guys got to see.
I saw the Billy Burr YouTube video. Sorry.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah,
dude. When it was going down, we're like,
legendary.
Oh, shit.
That was legendary.
Philadelphia's the worst.
Fuck the Liberty Bell,
dude.
That's what killed me was his knowledge of Philly.
I know.
Was second to none.
Yeah,
he had a fucking encyclopedia of Philly and just knew what to throw out at those animals.
What I love about Bill is he writes so much. He's always writing. Yeah. That guy's always got new shit. He's a very funny guy. Charlie Murphy was talking about him when we were talking about the tour. When we were on tour, he was saying just Bill Burr's always got new material. Just puts everybody to shame.
Yeah. The YouTube video is unbelievable. If you haven't seen it yet, throw Bill Burr in the search.
Bill's great. I love when he's on the show because we get into it. He's such a fucking make-believe idealistic guy. Yeah.
Well, doesn't he have a black girlfriend? Isn't that what's going on?
Yeah.
Those guys are always like, my manager has a black girlfriend. Same shit. Anything black people do is great.
Yeah.
Loves it.
There's a lot of white guilt there, but we'll talk about anything.
It's hilarious. He'll have
finance, politics, anything, and we always end up on such complete opposite ends of the spectrum. He gave me a book to read. I read like the first 2 chapters, and he keeps saying, "Did you read the book? Did you read the book?" I go, "It's on my night table. I read the first chapter. It's all bullshit." And he's like, "You didn't even read the fucking thing. You didn't even get past when he was fucking 9 years old."
Got pissed
and I knew he was just full of shit. And we'll go off and then we're done with the break. And it's like, you fucking guy.
Liberals.
You got to write new material, man. Like I'm getting a lot of shit lately. I don't care what people think, but I got pulled over by a cop, and the shit I said to him, like when he asked,
what did you say, Jimmy?
Oh, I don't even want to get into it now, but he's like, you know how fast you were going, and the retorts I had.
You realize you were speeding? No, but then again, I'm drunk.
We got
let me tell you.
People stealing my stuff already.
You drinking tonight? Why? You buying?
Well,
they said he's a cop.
I saw the lights. I thought it was a disco.
And then the cop pulls me over, right? And he goes, so why are there bloody child's underpants in your pocket? What? That's how it starts. I'm not going to give away the punchline.
Because I haven't sold them yet.
Go see Jim New Year's Eve, and he'll have the punchline for you. Atlantic City, baby.
Atlantic City.
Hey, we got a question for Joe Rogan. Jim in Illinois, what's up?
Hey, man, it's Jeff. Hey, Joe, as public as you are about getting high and everything, aren't you ever concerned about being made an example of like they did Tommy Chong?
If I ever get busted, it would be the worst thing that could ever happen to the anti-marijuana movement, because I will talk about it. And I will talk about it everywhere, constantly. I'll talk about it in newspapers, websites, everything. And people will realize the facts behind it. And the real facts behind it are cigarettes kill 400,000 people every year in this country, and no one does a thing to stop it. Marijuana's killed no one ever in 10,000 years of use. There's no reason whatsoever it should be illegal. Now, if you're down for your daddy telling you what to do no matter what, you just got to listen to him, then don't smoke pot. But I think there's some laws that are fucking completely ridiculous, and pot is the most completely ridiculous. And I'm a guy who respects cops. I am pro-law enforcement all the way. I have friends that are cops. I do jujitsu with a bunch of cops. I've been in martial arts my whole life, and I've known cops my whole life. And I've never had a problem with cops. I get pulled over, it's yes, sir, no, sir, here's my license. I've never had a problem with a cop being a dick to me, never had a problem with a cop giving me a hard time. I've always been respectful. It's not cops, it's the law. And the law is based on economics, because the DEA is a gigantic business now. And it has nothing to do with protecting people, has nothing to do with making sure children are okay. Because why is liquor legal? Why are prescription drugs legal? Why is it so easy to get someone on Prozac and so easy to get people on Zoloft and all these different drugs that are designed to change your mental chemistry? And that's not what it's about. It's all about economics. And
but you said no one's ever died from pot. You
never.
Can't say, well, how do you know somebody's never in a car accident because they were?
Well, that person's a fucking retard. And retards get in car accidents anyway.
Yeah,
you get in a car accident if you were doing text messages.
Yeah, how do you die if you're in a car accident? You were going 8 miles an hour.
By the way, I disagree. I disagree that it's economics. I think it's more, because I think they make more of the tax it. I think it's more of an ideological thing where, like, the same reason they're against stem cell research. The pot is just seen by people as a get high drug, like cocaine is. The perception of it is what the problem is. I think they can make more taxing it than they do allowing the DEA.
But you can't patent it. It grows. That's the problem. You can alcohol is very tough to make. It's difficult. You got to get a
tobacco.
It's very tough.
Tobacco, yeah.
Tobacco's tough to grow too, bro. It's not an easy drug to grow. Marijuana will grow everywhere. If you had a crop duster plane and just flew around dropping seeds, you come back in 3 weeks, you'd have pot everywhere.
Yeah, but here's the thing too with pot, reality. And they also look. Anybody that's doing heroin or coke or addicted usually started with pot.
So what? So what? You can start with alcohol and go right to heroin.
Yeah.
That's the gateway drug is a ridiculous argument.
Because usually they didn't start with pot. They started, breaking into the old man's liquor cabinet.
The real problem is people have drugs, and it's all drugs under one umbrella. When you put everything under an umbrella, you negate the reality that there's totally different reactions that your brain has to these substances. Caffeine's a very serious drug. 10,000 people a year die from caffeine. Nobody dies from pot, and it's illegal.
Pot's not heroin.
Yeah, it's not heroin,
but
not
it's an
crack.
illegal drug, so it's under the same umbrella.
It's Schedule 1. It's more illegal than cocaine. Cocaine is Schedule 2.
There are people doing fucking major time for weed.
Yeah.
And people that have killed people.
Yeah.
That get out before, a guy that's stealing weed.
My mom views it as pot and heroin. It's pretty much just drugs.
Yeah, it's drugs.
Well, most people do if they're ill-informed.
Most people don't know.
The real reason why pot was made illegal was completely economic, and a lot of people don't know about this, but marijuana was made illegal in 1935 because they came out with a product called the decorticator. See, before that, hemp was a huge crop, and it was used to make the
decorticator.
Hemp was used to make parachutes and paper and all sorts of different things, but it was used mostly by slaves. They used slaves to turn the hemp fiber into pulp. Well, it was once 1865, when slavery was outlawed, they started using cotton more often. And then in 1935, it was on the cover of Popular Science magazine, hemp, the new billion-dollar crop. Mm-hmm. And William Randolph Hearst owned the newspapers, and he also owned all these paper plants. And hemp is a far superior paper. He was going to have to transfer all of his paper plants into hemp paper. And so instead of doing that, what they decided to do was go after the hemp industry by making marijuana, this street slang for this drug, but which it wasn't even. Marijuana was a slang for a Mexican wild tobacco leaf, and they attached it to cannabis. They attached it to hemp and said that this is what they used. Marijuana is making these blacks and Mexicans rape all these white women. So Congress outlawed marijuana, not even knowing that they were outlawing the crop hemp. They didn't even know what they were doing. And that was 1935. Then they came out with all these movies, Reefer Madness, all this crazy shit, and they kept pumping out this propaganda. And to this day, it still persists because of Harry Anslinger and because of William Randolph Hearst. That's the only reason why pot's illegal.
It's just perception then. It's a perception of pot.
But it's economic. I mean, the DEA is a monstrous institution. There's so many people with corporate prisons, with privately owned prisons, and all this money in the DEA and all this money in the prisons. 50% of the people that are in prison are in prison because of drug offenses. And out of those drug offenses, something like 85% of them are marijuana. I mean, that's unbelievable. That's a lot of fucking people. That's millions. That's a lot of money. And that's where it's economic. And that's why you can't just make it legal. Then just chaos. People would be out of jobs. Everything would go crazy. Lobbyists. There's too much. The beer doesn't. When you see all those ads for like the marijuana ads or the drugs, like you support drugs, you support terrorism, those are all by beer companies. Alcohol companies sponsor those fucking ads. They make those ads. They don't want marijuana to be legal because it would fuck them up.
Pot goes well with a nice cold beer. I think it would help.
Just a question about the
they should get along.
about the prison thing, because if they're putting guys away from prison, I mean, it costs a lot of money to keep a prisoner in, X amount of $1,000s a year. And plus they have to keep building prisons to put more people in, which costs the state a lot of money.
But they're private. They're private.
Have they privatized prisons?
Yes. Fuck yeah. It's huge. It's huge.
All right, listen, I hate to interrupt, but we got to leave.
Well, you got another hour with fucking Joe and
shit cakes. We got to go.
We have to leave early today.
Yeah, we got a meeting.
We're filming an XM commercial. We asked Joe to stay, and you're going to stay?
Sure.
All right, you got Voss to work with?
It's going to be the Voss Amazing Racist.
And you got the Amazing Racist, Ari. And you got Octane. Fit them in?
Fuck yeah, man.
Fit them in to do a song or two?
Yeah, man. I want to hear this song. See if we can play that Enemy song, the actual studio version.
You can do that as well. Dude,
can we do that?
You got between now and 12. It's up to you.
Okay.
When you guys doing for the commercial?
But honestly, if you want to bail at 11, you can do that too. Whenever you want to end.
Okay.
But you got it. You got to 12 if you need it.
What do you think, boss?
Hey, I'm down.
And you got
I love doing it.
You got Than here.
Okay.
He'll work the phones and
Cool.
kind of direct you a little bit.
All right, let's
if you need it.
Sounds good, man.
And you can take like 2-3 breaks an hour.
Okay.
Jesus, that was easy.
I know.
Whatever you want to do.
So you guys going to West Palm?
Tomorrow.
Yeah, but we'll see you tomorrow. You coming back in?
Yes.
Yeah, we're doing the show
It'd
tomorrow.
be funny if for an hour all Rogan said is 212-757-4100. 212-757-40. Just gave out the Caroline's number. You should do that for an hour.
You know what though? Even if he does that,
What do you think he is?
people will listen. All right, Joe.
All right, gentlemen.
You want to take a break and then come back with Joe?
Yeah.
All right.
All right, we'll take a little break. I'll take a leak.
All right, they'll take a leak. The show will continue with Joe Rogan, Rich Voss, the Amazing Racist, and Octane from Philly. That's a pretty good combo right there, guys. And Than on the phone, so.
Coming up next on Opie and Anthony, Jim Norton sings.
Forget me not, you sightless twat. Your dog just shit on my rug.
Thought that was pretty fucking funny, didn't you?
How's that for a sketch?
The Opie and Anthony Show.
You don't do sketches, stupid.